check is early this month. Looking to chill, interact and have fun. Open up my YouTube page and I see your melting face. And when I hear you burn, I'm the only dent on earth. This is so meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, is meaningful to me. Yeah, yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you're guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you don't work just like my legs. Fuck the stupid trolls saying that you beg. You're not the same guy you were yesterday. Here's 150 for the vest today. It's time for a silly bubble blow, or I'm gonna close the tab and go. What's your favorite type of food? And can you read my haiku? Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, is meaningful to me. Yeah, yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you're guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, is meaningful to me. Yeah, yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you're guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah.
You know what, 672? Enjoy your fucking timeout. You know, I've had enough of your fucking lip. I really have.
Squeeze the peel
Oh, it's too much.
in my mouth. Tasty banana in my mouth. I need banana in my mouth. Tasty banana. It comes in denim. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana in my mouth. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Put banana in my yum yum. Tastes like cum. Robust, shove it in my butt. Tangy zip, safe to swallow. Tip. Yummy. Thanks for the money, gummies. It looks so funny. Squeeze the peel. Why are you guys talking about tasty banana song? Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Tasty banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Put banana in my mouth. I need yum yum. Squeeze in my mouth. I need squeeze the peel. I need in my mouth. I need yummy. Squeeze the peel. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana.
I would sing the banana song right now, but I don't know the banana song. I legit don't know it. What is the banana song? I don't know how it goes. I would totally sing it right now because it's actually pertinent, but I don't know how it goes.
Meerkat Mall. Who?
That being said.
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 That being said. That being said.
That being said.
That being said.
That being said.
That being said.
Hello. This is Phil Burnell. All right. And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. A.L. Team Insider, the legend. Fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist. Speak to the dead, psychological style host. Meerkat, artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
We're here. Meerkat, you there? Are you in the studio and ready to rock?
Hello. We exist? I think we do.
Exist. We do exist, and as you can see, 2 out of 4 ain't bad. Thank you, Mr. Extravagant, because that's the damn truth today. 2 out of 4 ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? We have a special robust edition of the show today. And by robust, I mean we got a lot to talk about, right? Missed this week's the groupthink show, so we got a lot of messages ready. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we'll see how much time we have left to get to the messages and all that nonsense. Any other business-style news we need to share with you, with the audience? Excuse me, Meerkat Mob.
I think so.
Go ahead,
Yes.
please.
The fanfic thing. I think we should make sure to have as many of us available as possible so we can attend it. So we can't find a solid date for that yet.
Yes.
So we don't have a concrete date.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because, as you know, Steve's been out for a while. We're getting taking care of his back and stuff. Sam's been busy with his work style stuff. So we're going to find a day we're all there, hopefully. And apologies it's going so long, but that only adds to the robustness, I say. That only adds to the robustness. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get to it. I promise. I know there's a lot of gold that's going to be there. So the best part of this is if the longer we wait, the more likely you will forget your entry. So you might hear your entry and be like, holy shit, that's pretty good. And you won't even know that you made it. That's the magic we're trying to have happen here, for sure. But let's get right into it. The week that was, the week that is. Let's get to, I think the best place to start was on the date of November 2nd, 2023. We got an update from the one, the only, the Philip Burnell. And it's entitled Important Health Update. All right? Important Health Update. Now,
How
I
long
tweet
is this video, ALT? How long is it?
28 minutes. All right, 28 minutes. Sometimes it takes a while to share your symptoms. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through everything. All right. So 28 minutes. We're obviously not coming close to watching 28 minutes. But in short, he basically had COVID-style symptoms. COVID-style symptoms. Can't taste anything. Congestion all over here. Congestion all over the body, basically. And Meerkat made a song about that. Go check it out if you haven't. It was a lot of not really begging, right? Did you hear any begging in that video? I didn't hear begging yet, but it's kind of warming up to the begging, if you know what I mean, right?
Oh, I think there was. I mean, the last 7-8 minutes, it's all about how this sickness is going to affect his financial situation and his business.
Okay. So
that does qualify as begging.
That's true.
And
that's
at
true.
some point, I know we're kind of jumping ahead, but at some point he mentions that he was so sick that he made a post that people misunderstood or something, but he intended to say that the Halloween stream broadcast is still up if people want to give him money while he's not streaming. So they can just go on the broadcast and send him a super chat. Really hard.
Yeah. That was really incredible. He meant to. What he meant to do was like he meant to tell people, "Hey, you can still gift memberships if you want to." But he didn't say that. He couldn't remember. But one thing he did remember to do was email his father to say, "I'm sick, Daddy."
And that was while he was in a state of how did he determine that delirious? Yeah, he had like
Delirious,
fever
yeah.
dreams. It was getting super crazy, like he was on acid. So he emailed his dad that he was sick to just let him know, just like informatively.
How could you not, right? And a lot of people said, "Hey, why don't you call your dad, right? Why don't you call your dad?" I can't call. I'm too sick, fuckface, all right? I can't call. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I can't call. And he said, "Why don't you text?" My parents don't text. My parents don't text. I wish I could text. My parents don't text. So again, just explaining away explaining away why he can't call his parents, even though he does every week, apparently. Just to tell Daddy what's up, I'm sick. But I do want to play something here. This is from Snort Hogan. Oh, this is actually from the Raw. We're going Raw right here for this one because I wanted to talk about his medicine regiment here, because I found a lot of humor in this medicine regiment and how Phil thinks about medicine. So here we go. Let's do a little bit here.
All right.
If you want me to
let's
pause,
see it.
just let me know. Yeah.
As you can hear, is like I'm completely congested in my nose
Uh-huh.
and all of that. If that gets gone within the next few days, I'm good. All right. In fact, I can tell you right now,
Who cares? Let me
I
get
have COVID. It's a very strong chance out.
it up.
I mean that tomorrow when they deliver, all the shit will be in stock. We may end up with half our groceries. I don't know how.
All right,
it
grocery
works.
talk. Get to the medicine, please. I thought I had it queued up.
But we have to
Failure.
do it. We can't. Now, when can I stream again? 'Cause I know that's what all
Get up.
the Halloween marathon guys is.
Bitching people out of the Halloween
Next week's
marathon.
show. I know we
Oh my god, I'm gonna search for the transition. What a fail to start. I thought I had it ready.
do it. We can't.
He talks about.
But I can't take. I think it said you can't take it. More
Oh, here,
than
here,
10
here, right here, right. Bingo.
That could be it too. It could be that it's a
Get up.
drippage and gross shit.
Drippage, stroke
And so
shit.
because
That's
of
still
that,
fine.
I can't taste either.
I can't
don't
taste. I don't know.
'Cause I've heard that COVID, a side effect of COVID is you can't taste.
Oh, you
okay?
just figured that out?
So, here's the good news and the bad news.
Here's the good
all
news
right?
and
I have
bad
good
news,
news
guys.
and bad news for
Uh-huh.
everybody. The good news is, after what 3-4 days of this, I do feel better now. Like I'm actually feeling like tomorrow, Thursday, which is
Get up.
I should
get
be
you.
like a normal day where I wake up
Up.
and get some protein in me for once that it feels
Protein.
normal.
He needs protein.
And I'm going to continue to take this Advil.
Here we go.
Because I want to make sure that this head pressure doesn't come back. But I can't take. I think it said you can't take it more than like 10 days in a row or something like that. Then you get sick from the Advil. So I got to make sure within 10 days this is gone anyway. I mean we're going on day 5 now.
So
but I'm going to keep it up.
keep it up.
okay?
Keep it up.
So hopefully
Fuck,
my appetite
that's
will
not
be
what I'm
back.
looking for.
Is coming back.
I'm gonna.
That was something I
I'm
was
rebailing because I can't find it. I'm an
sure.
idiot.
But I got
But
the-
anyways, he talks about. I promise you. I'm a bailing.
Yeah,
'cause-
just say it.
Yeah, because he says migraine strength Advil. All right, he keeps hammering home this point of it's migraine strength Advil. All right. So of course and he says Advil 1,000 times. So you check and say what's Advil? What's Advil? Right? What is Advil migraine? And literally, it's this Advil. It says migraine, and it's the same exact ingredients as normal Advil. Right? There's no difference
Just
in
a
strength.
higher dosage.
No, it's not even higher dosage. It's the same exact amount. It's just the form is different. So it's a liquid capsule instead of a hard capsule. And all it says is migraine. But Phil, marketing side Phil says, this is migraine strength. And he keeps pushing on this multiple times about how it's migraine strength. And guys, let me tell you this is how crazy it is, guys. You can take it once every 12 hours or twice every 24 hours. So this is some serious stuff. And he's flexing on this. I remind you, this is a over-the-counter drug that you could buy once you turn, 16 or whatever. They don't give a shit. And he's going on this like it's real powerful because it's migraine strength. All right. So I think Phil reads the boxes and literally thinks what the box says. That's true. I'm gonna do this. This is migraine strength. It's awesome. Migraine strength is it. And he gets stuck on this, and he thinks that's the way. Maximum power. Yeah, he said that too. And then when he talks about Kat getting medicine, he goes, oh, yeah, I'm going to give her the same medicine I got. You know what this does? It just gets right in there and just knocks the cold right out because it's so strong. It's so strong. And it's just funny that someone falls for that. Of course, you got to take medicine when you're sick. But Phil acts like this is, I think this is him trying to explain why he's not going to the doctor. You know what I mean? Because I can't go to the doctor. You know, he has to explain why he's not doing something that's smart. Every human on earth would say go to the doctor, but no, I can't do that. So let me give you some reasons why I don't have to go. And that's because I'm taking this magical migraine strength medicine, which is just funny. But anyways, yeah.
He mentions in the beginning that he was pretty sure it was COVID, and he was treating it like it's COVID the whole time. But he's drinking like head medicine for it, self-medicating like that. I mean, I don't fucking know, but it just seems kind of weird.
Yeah.
I also think for context purposes, I think it's very important to mention this is actually the first time ever since he's been streaming when he's been forced to not stream a couple of days. And we all knew it was coming at some point, and we all knew the fallout from that was going to be pretty crazy. And it finally happened, and it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, the speculation was going wild. I thought, Team Health was happy there for a while. I'm sure your team was having celebrations, buying Porsches and stuff with their stock in Team Health, but turns out to be not that big a deal. But of course, Phil makes it a big deal with all the stuff he can't do because, it's such a big sickness. I'm ruining this. I guess we can move on from this. Let's get to let's see the end of this just in case is there begging at the end? I guess we should see if there's something.
Whenever
here.
I do come back, whether it's tomorrow, Friday, or whenever.
This is not. We get a lot of good
really
begging segments coming up today, but
a ton of the
here we go.
over
Yes,
there. I've loved the React channel this
Don't
year,
feel bad for me.
But I tell you, the only reason that channel is worth doing is because of the memberships. I don't make ad revenue on that channel because all the videos get claimed by third parties. So if I don't have members who are paying to be on the show, the channel's not profitable. I might as well just drop it.
Might as well just drop it, dude.
I like doing it. I really enjoy doing all those horror movie reviews for you guys over the month of October. That was really fun. And like I told you, I wanted to kind of keep that momentum going this month. I guess
keep it going.
I think Invincible season 2 is supposed to come out soon.
Okay, whatever. I'll talk about Invincible. But there we go. That was the first announcement of the sickness. Wasn't sure he's coming back. He comes back the next day. All right, next day enters. Oh, yeah, and he says popping. Yeah, he pops the Advil liquid straight into his mouth. The popping of the Advil, popping, compression, whatever. It's just... And one time he showed the bag. Why do you put him in baggies? Remember that? He put
that was weird.
Yeah. Like, what's the reasoning for that? Like, is Cat, like, all right, Philip, this is your daily dose, honey. Okay, mommy. Like, that's what mommy does when you're 10,
This like if you're trying to buy drugs and your drug dealer doesn't have anything handy to put it in, so he just reaches out for something. It's like, I guess that's it. Here you go. And also popping is the way that rappers talk about, popping drugs in songs. And Phil is doing the same thing. He's just popping that ibuprofen like it's perks.
I got the Advil going.
Makes him feel real
Advil
good.
going. Yeah, feeling good.
Oh, yeah.
And then he goes on about how when he first takes it, he feels good for half an hour. Then he feels like shit. He can't remember what's going on. Talk to his daddy, blah, blah, blah. Nothing much from this one. But the next day he came back, all right? The next day he explains everything. One of my favorite things from this comeback stream was where he said, we're going to talk about the future, which I took as, get ready, bitches. I'm announcing the next marathon soon. That's what I took it as. However, he kind of went above and beyond and said all this stuff about how I'm going to get thousands of dollars less, but... I'm not. What did he say again? I'm done with it. I'm done with the meltdown of all meltdowns about money. Okay, and I do have some clips about that audio style here. So this is what he at that comeback stream. Let me hide that because just audio. The comeback stream. He says the following about what his biggest fear is. Yeah, taking control. That was the name of the theme of the show. But this is a clip I have here about what his biggest fear is before he tells about his future plans.
But as I said, my fear, my ultimate fear is this.
What's the fear? Biggest fear.
I don't want to go back to where I was 3 years ago.
Uh-oh.
When I was in bankruptcy. You understand what I'm saying? I was up to my eyeballs in debt. I couldn't afford to pay the debt anymore. And I had to declare bankruptcy. And it ruined my credit. And it's going to take me forever to recover from that. Like, I'm not even close to recovering from that right now. And
I don't understand how. So if you, I'm not a finance major here. I do have a business degree though. But when you go bankrupt, I've never went bankrupt yet. But when you go bankrupt, doesn't it kind of take care of everything, but then you just lose your credit? What other negative aspects are there, chat? Because he seems like I'm not recovered from that, but it seems like that's not the goal of bankruptcy. When you go bankrupt, you are recovered from the problems you had before, right? I thought.
Yeah, but I guess somebody who leans on credit as much as he does, especially in the last 15 years, for him is like an essential part of his financial life to be able to get some credit. And having all that credit be taken away and the possibility of not getting any of it is limiting him a lot. So that's putting a lot of pressure on him like that.
It's so like disingenuous though to say I still haven't recovered from that. So you just still haven't been able to get extra. Oh, it doesn't get rid of tax debts. All right, well he already had that no matter what. So I mean he's being disingenuous here with his comments. But all right,
I don't want to now be on the path back there.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I was doing really good. I had momentum going, and the months were going good, and everything was going well. And this year, financially, things were
things are going so great,
and better, you know. And now,
what?
Losing essentially a week of work, including a marathon that likely would have propelled and boosted me.
So he was counting on this marathon to boost. He also hinted at he believes that because he didn't have the marathon, well, people were saving their tips. Right? People were saving their tips, saving their bombs for this marathon. So it didn't happen, and then he didn't get that boost of positivity, i.e. money because of that, which is true. But
I'm thinking it was more about memberships in particular and super chats, because the marathon was on Tuesday, the last day of October, which is also the final day you can actually accumulate money for the YouTube payment.
Yeah, okay.
And during this financial event, the financial update, he makes sure to tell you that, you know, the YouTube performance in October, it is going down like this. It's a hand grab going down. And then immediately says, that sucks ass.
That sucks ass. That sucks ass.
And now it's that time of year where he usually gets a good payment because, you know, it's holiday months and ad revenue is good.
Yep.
But I quote, it's not good. And also when his YouTube payment comes through, it would be way less than last month.
Yeah.
So he's kind of fucked up with that.
Which people have, you know, obviously because Piece of Peace tracks everything. It's not going to be that much less. But he said it's literally, first he started with it's almost 1,000. Then he said it's going to be about 1,000. And then he said it's going to be thousands, right? So it just quickly escalates. During one talk, it can escalate to be from, I don't know how much. It's going to be a lot less. Okay, it might be 1,000 less. Oh, it's thousands less all of a sudden. But 8 seconds left here. Go ahead.
He said he looked at the analytics and it said at least over 1,000, if not more, less. So less than the previous month. And before that, right before that, he says it's going to be thousands of dollars less. So there you go. Complete vagueness. You don't know if it's 1,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,001. It's all thousands.
Season of giving, everybody. Get ready.
To a better level. Or at least to the level where normally I would be on YouTube. And it's gone. It's just gone now.
It's just gone. So he wants to be at the level he would normally be at, of course. Someone else talks during this comeback stream, and a few good moments worth talking about. One that I clipped that was just funny was Phil's explaining why he can't do the marathon anymore. Like people say, why don't you just do the marathon anyway? And he has to give some reasons as to why he can't do the marathon. And this is just my favorite part. 12 seconds here. This is my favorite.
I sit here and do a gameplay stream, sure. I'm just sitting here playing a game. But here, I'm in costume, and I'm talking with you guys. Do we play some games? Do we take some drink? Do we eat some food? Do we do this? Do we do a tear maker? We do this. No breaks. Keep going. Nah, I'm going to kill myself. You know?
So just for the scorekeepers out there, let's listen again for the things that happened during a marathon that he can't do.
Just sitting here playing a game. But here, I'm in costume.
I'm in costume.
Talking with you guys.
Talking with you guys.
Play some games.
Play some games.
We take some drink. We
take some drinks.
Eat some food.
Eat some food.
We do this. We do a tear maker. We
do this. Tear maker. Those are the things. So that's pretty tough. I mean, let's get real. That's a pretty busy day, right? It's a pretty busy day. I'm going to eat food, talk, and drink, and play games. All right? Sound good?
And do a tier maker.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Derek got cucked over that tier maker. That's never getting done now.
Yeah, I get out. You know what? I don't feel bad for Derek at any point, but that man probably spent. Oh, sorry, not a man. That creature spent hours, you just know, hours putting that thing together and just got fucked like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Taking all the screenshots from the YouTube trailers. You know, I gotta tell you,
Go ahead.
if you're doing something like this for Phil, this is actually a pretty smart way of doing it. For some context for chat, Derek made a tier list with horror movie franchises for DSP for the Halloween thing.
Yep.
And the entries are a screenshot of the YouTube trailer where the title of the movie is appearing.
Yep.
So all DSP got to do is look at it and see, oh, here it says Halloween. So this is Halloween, you guys. So there you go. That's actually pretty clever.
I made fun of Derek in our internal chat. I made fun of Derek for that. Meerkat said, fuck you, man. That's a good idea. Derek is a production animal. Maybe he's a production wizard. Who knows? He knows how to produce things. But also what happened during this stream, unfortunately, someone, a loyal DSP pay pig, took the home protection axe. And we're going to play that clip for you now. 3 letters is his name. And let's hear, during this, he said something very naughty. He said that Phil is lazy. That's why he can't do the marathon, is because he's lazy. But no, don't say that. You know, you're going to face the wrath of the pig when you hear this. Here we go.
You know what, 672? Enjoy your fucking time out. You know, I've had enough of your fucking lip. I really have. He literally just in the chat, oh, it's too much work for you. Go fuck yourself.
Whoa.
Here's what's too much work for you.
What?
Shutting your fucking lips. Because I've had enough. You've been like a sarcastic dick here, on and off. I've had enough of your shit. So sit out for 10 fucking minutes and come back and apologize publicly to me for being a dick. Thanks.
Thanks.
Oh, man, you got ruined. And after that, he brought him back up again. And this is the quote. Too much fucking work. How about you work a day and see how you feel about it? Oh, he told him. He definitely told him. He killed him.
Let me tell you some other words he said. I love how he said this. You're accusing me of being lazy? Me? Like, yeah, dude. Yeah, that's intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you. He's like, me? I stream 6 days a week. Don't have time to spend with my wife. That's all your choice, brother. All your choice. And he kept saying the lip. You've had enough of your lip. Come back and apologize publicly, okay? Publicly. What else was there for that one? He said, and by the way, when 672 did come back, and he already has come back, by the way, he said, you know what, me and 672, we're going to get over it, you know, because he realized, I think his anger kind of went down. He's like, oh shit, I got to keep 672 on board. Maybe it was the next day. He was like, or I think it was the next day or that day later. He's like, oh, you know what, we're just over it, you know, we got past it. But, you know, because he can't lose 672, really. He understood that later, but anyways, that's just that one.
And the comment that got 672 timed out was, I quote, too much work. That's all he said. Too much work.
Yeah, so like he could be agreeing with Philip there. Hey, yeah, you know what? Too much work. Don't do it. You know? But Phil, of course, the paper thin ego and self-confidence there. Oh, you're talking about me? Oh, no, fuck you. And he was a mod, by the way, too. Yeah, he's a mod. 672 has bought modship. He has give him the coin to do it.
Is he now? He's not a mod now, is he?
I don't know if he is. I thought he was, though. But he did say he's a mod. I thought he did. Yeah, 672, you are a mod. I remember he said that line. Like, you are a mod.
Oh.
But anyway, I don't know if it still is or whatever. But yeah, he's sneak dissing a lot, so whatever. Anyways. Oh, 672 is a mod in Wings chat. Oh, there we go. He is for Wings. He's a Wings mod. So he's a LolCal fanboy. All right. 672, live your truth, brother. All right.
Yeah, he does kind of believe like he is above them, and he's kind of, when he's giving him money, he's like feeding them from above. So it gives you like a power trip. But at the same time, you're feeding these lolcows. You're the actual idiot in this situation. You're the stupid one.
Yep. You are worse than them, actually, because you were giving them money to do that. Anyways, let's get to the big revelation here. I don't know if it's big revelation or anything, but it was pretty interesting when Philip has to talk about how he's what he's tired of, right? What he's tired of. He's tired of many things here. And one of them was this. So, right here. This one.
Oh, tips are the best way to contribute. I fucking hate saying that. I'm tired of it.
I'm tired of it, dude. I hate saying that. If you hate saying that, you must hate your fucking life, brother. And you say you love your life. You said that more than anyone else on Earth. But all right, let's keep going.
I want it that when you come to my stream, you don't have to hear me say, oh, please tip me because tipping is the best way and I get it right away.
Like, he's making fun of himself. This could be a distractor stream right there, you know, like making fun of his cadence and stuff. Like, that could be a distractor stream. Oh, yeah, tips are the best way to tip me.
He's making fun of himself from a few months ago. It's not even like DSP of 2008. He's bringing up himself from like at most last year.
Yeah.
At most.
I hate saying what I always tell you guys. That shows the weird self-awareness that he knows exactly what the fuck he's doing and how it sounds. That's like, he's just telling you. What else do you want?
Right away. I'm fucking tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm the fucking streamer and I'm sick and tired of it.
I'm the streamer, not like you idiots. I'm tired of it myself.
I don't want to fucking say it ever again.
Okay.
But it's like, why is it that this keeps happening?
Why is it that it keeps happening? And what is he talking about when he says, why does this keep happening? He's talking about getting sick. He's talking about getting your tires stolen, which is unfortunate. But I mean, bad things happen in life, you know? And
just setbacks in generally, I guess. Just like, why am I always getting set back once I'm so close to getting my house refinanced, which is the goal of my life?
Oh, you got that right.
The stone keeps rolling downwards. You got to push it back up. Do you have the clip where he says Begathon?
I don't have that.
Imitates himself.
I didn't hear Begathon.
I think I might have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he definitely did.
Oh, I got to hear Begathon.
I think it's in this clip that I sent in Discord. It's called Sick and Tired of Begging.
Got it. I'm on top of this. Hang on. Sick and tired of begging. We are sick and tired of begging, and we're going to play it right now.
I'm tired of saying, oh
no, that's the same
one. That was the one we
just
just played. Yeah, we just played that one. I didn't hear you beg there, but if you got it, don't feel free to DM me, somebody, because I'll play it. Here, though, he's not done with that rant of the... Here you go. The thing about he's done with it. I'm done with it. So here, let's listen to a little more of this I'm done with it rant, which kind of was pretty good. It's worth it. Part 1 is I'm done with it. Shout outs to Dark Seed of Flow's new song, by the way. I'm done with it. Here we go. This is it.
Matter of factly, yeah, this month, tips would be great. This month, if you tip me, and if people tip more this month, it'll make up for the fact that my YouTube payment will be less.
So, by the way, he tells you all the stuff he doesn't want to say, and then says, like, that he kind of says them, but it's in a sarcastic way. So I guess it doesn't count. But here we go. Here's all the things he doesn't want to say as he says them all.
Matter of factly, yeah, this month, tips would be great. This month, if you tip me, and if people tip more this month, it'll make up for the fact that my YouTube payment will be less this month. But then what happens? You guys all tip me, and then I don't get contributions via memberships, via super chats, and then I get a low YouTube payment next month, and then it's a vicious cycle. It never fucking ends. It literally never fucking ends this way.
By the way, there's no solution to this problem, but what he's describing right here, right? He said, if I ask for this thing, then people give me more in that way, but then I'm low on this thing. So it's really, there's no solution to this problem he's telling except get another job, a different job, right? I mean, that's it. Because let's get real, we're not growing. Unless that's what he thinks it is, right?
I guess the solution is, if I had to think about it, to like restructure the way you earn money, or the way you can budget more. But for him, it's kind of like explained it. It's either tips, it's either super chats. Then you got some random Patreon money that doesn't even get counted, and that's like what, $300? That's still like money.
Now, yeah, it's that's still money. Let's hear the rest of this clip here. Let's hear what is his answers to this problem. All right, let's hear it.
You understand? Well, I'm gonna break the fucking cycle. I had enough of this shit.
Okay, so how can we break this cycle? We just both explained how there's no way to break the cycle unless you change your own spending habits. But how is Phil gonna break the cycle? Let's hear this.
Contribute however you want.
Okay.
I don't care how you do it. I don't. Anything is appreciated. Because you guys are so awesome, and I understand that not everyone can tip. Not everyone likes using PayPal.
You guys are so awesome, except the ones that can't tip.
Not everyone likes doing that. Not everyone can afford that or do that. Maybe you can just every once in a while become a member or gift a membership. Do that too, right? Do a super chat. Do nothing. Do fucking nothing. If you can't, it's fine. Like a video, leave a comment, do whatever you can. But I'm not gonna sit here and talk about this all fucking day anymore. I've had enough.
I've had enough, man.
I don't want to I'm tired of this bullshit. I really am. Enough is enough.
Okay, enough is enough, guys. So how he's gonna break the cycle is not talking about it, I guess, or say tip however you want. I'm not really clear on what the strategy is, but
It's the same thing as when every time he cuts a promo just like this, where he's just like ranting and saying that he's gonna do something, you know, mark my words, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker, I'm coming for you. Or the other one, like, I'm putting my foot down. And this one, this is the control promo. I'm taking control of this. What happened in all three of these situations? Absolutely nothing came out of it. And he was back to the regularly scheduled begging a week later at most. And today, as I think Duty sent a super chat updating us on the begging thing, because he begged yesterday in the Daily Wrap. He brought up the fact that YouTube support was weak, and then he said, "I'm not complaining about it," which is basically like, you are complaining about it. Just saying you're not doing it doesn't mean you're not doing it.
I'm not doing it, dude. I'm telling you, I'm not doing it. Hey, but I watched last night the Mario stream when it was $14. I watched the last hour because I was like, all right, let's see. You know, let's see how steadfast he is in his promises. And he did not beg during that. However, he still did the nonsense of it's the lowest stream. You know, I mean, you guys have eyes, right? 13. I don't know why. You know, that kind of thing. Which is still, I mean, let's get real, man. Let's still talking about it. Let's come on. I'm done with it, though. I am done with it. But I'm still going to tell you about when it's not satisfactory.
I'm taking control.
Here's the second part. This is the second part of his taking control promo. Getting ready for Winter Brawl. WWE Winter Brawl. SummerSlam, Winter Brawl. WWE Champions events. Here's some getting ready for that. You better listen, brother.
I'm taking control of the situation.
What the fuck is Winter Brawl from? Is that like a WCW reference from like 1980?
I'm too much into the SRK forums. Winter Brawl is a fighting game kind of thing that happened in the wintertime.
Oh.
It's a Street Fighter thing. I need to break out.
It's
my mind is like halfway in like 2003 because reading those fucking forums.
There's nothing wrong with it. You're reminiscing on the happy past, and it's also like a deep cut reference that I didn't get. So now I take the L.
All right, get ready. Winter Brawl, brother. We're taking control, and here's how.
I'm taking control of the situation right fucking now. Fuck all this nonsense and all this insane nonsense that thinks is gonna dictate my life and what the fuck I do on my streams.
Whoa.
Fuck you. Every one of these fucking losers out.
Okay, he is bringing other people into this when there was no need. No one has done anything negative here, but he's saying, fuck everyone, huh? I thought you're saying things you're not going to do. And all of a sudden he says, fuck everyone. Okay, whoa, brother. What's going on?
My life and what the fuck I do on my streams. Fuck you.
What?
Every one of these fucking losers out there who thinks that they know shit, go fuck yourselves and kiss my fucking ass and eat my shit.
Whoa.
All right? As of right now.
That's one hell of a, eat my shit, okay? Eat my shit. I don't even care. Eat my shit. Like he's pointing to it, right? Oh, I can't see. You can't see it, everybody.
Like pointing. Again, in the context of this, why did he even have to bring up the trolls? It just seems like he realized that he has to be mad at somebody. Otherwise, he's just mad at his own immune system because he got sick. Yeah. So it's like, no, fuck, it's those fucking internet trolls.
He goes off on a fucking tangent. Oh, well, we're not here. I won't spoil it here. Let me get the video because it's worth it. Here, you can hear him doing hand graphs to who's to blame and all that stuff. Here we go. Let's go.
Now, I'm taking control.
Oh,
all right. Support however you want.
Okay.
Please do. All right. Because support is what makes me.
I thought you said fuck you. Who? Now we're back to supporters. All right.
Who I am.
He also said you can do nothing and that's still fine. And now we're again pleading for support.
Look at this face. When you see your YouTube check for the month and it's 10 cents less than you expect.
Today, if without your support, I would not be here today.
Okay.
I would not be able to make the content that I make, and you guys know that.
Do we? Well, yeah, you tell us every fucking day, so I guess we do know.
Right? But I'm not going to sit here and say, we're doing a special fundraiser.
Shout outs to T-Pose.
Oh, yeah, this one is really good.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, maybe this is it. Here we go.
But I'm not going to sit here and say, we're doing a special fundraising marathon. We're going to try to make up for the fact that I was sick at the end of October. We're going to do a begathon. We're going to do this and do that. We're not doing that.
Yes, begathon. Shout outs to begathons. Remember those?
Yeah.
Do that.
He has now acknowledged pignosis and begathon. Yep. And he has actually gone into detail explaining what we think pignosis is, according to him, which is also great. Now we got the begathon.
It's business as usual here on.
It's business as usual.
DSP Gaming. We play games. We have fun.
Oh, this sounds like a lot of fucking fun. Let me tell you, this is a fun place.
You guys like it, you support it.
Okay.
Please do.
Please do.
Understand. I am set back thousands of dollars now because of what.
Hang on, one fadeaway, one fadeaway beg real quick. Business as usual, but hang on 1 second. One final thought. Please, one final beg, everybody. You please understand.
Him set back thousands of dollars now because of what just happened at the end of October. No exaggeration.
No exaggeration. What started out was about 1,000 or whatever on his, what does he say, the preview tab or whatever. Now it's no exaggeration, thousands, all right? Thousands.
Is there a way to make that up? Sure.
Sure.
Some extra tips. But
Is there a way to make that up? Sure. You open your fucking wallets.
I can't make you do that. Nor am I going to sit here and beg and demand it every day. Fuck that shit.
Okay,
I'm going to
fuck
play
that
games and have fun, and if what comes in, and we go from there. And I guess if I take 10 steps back because of this fucking illness, I take 10 steps back financially, and I get screwed for
All right, let's get the pity bag out too. Okay, let's get that out of the way.
months and months, and now it takes a year to recover back to where I was before this happened. I guess so be it.
Okay, I guess so be it. There we go. So that was the new style of DSP here. I mean, clearly he already broke it, so it doesn't have the effect of Sir Moist when Sir Moist made him relax. Remember the relax days?
Yeah.
But this is he apparently claimed to be starting a new thing where he's whatever happens. We have fun. We don't mention it, but I guess that didn't last that long,
Yeah.
did it?
I think the worst thing for him that could happen right now is one of those like the medium to large size YouTube channel picks this up and spotlights one of these like begging segments, especially the finance update segment, the thing that we just listened to clips from right now. And all they need to do is just make like a 10-minute video that's gonna get 100K views, and he's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, we need Sir Moist, Mudahar. I think like unfortunately Gundam doesn't count for some reason because he's not like mainstream enough to get there because he drops videos about Phil and he's working on one now, by the way. That's gonna be hype for sure. But he's kind of been there before. We need like Jack, to come in here. And did you see Jack? The guy that comments on Sniper Wolf, the guy that got doxxed by Sniper Wolf.
Oh, Jack's Films. I think he's way too big for that.
He did talk about he did you see it yet? He talked about the fucking at least unless it was a meme. He talked about the fucking figure, the guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was
nice.
awesome. That was hype. Yeah, that was very hype. But yeah, we need somebody new that hasn't mentioned because Mudahar has definitely mentioned Phil a lot of times. We need that next person to get there, and then that'll have Phil's got to have instant respect for them, of course. Yeah, I can't find that clip. Let me find that clip. It's worth finding. Sam's gone, so forgive me. Give me some time here. Actually, Meerkat,
right.
could you read through we have some epic contributions. Could you read through those there? Do you have it up?
All right, contribution time.
Yeah.
Shout out Joey Rivera. His whole life is a begathon. Who does he think he's fooling when one illness has ruined the business? It's time to pack it up. But also earlier in this segment that we just listened to clips from, he's saying that only idiots would say the sky is falling down. And then 2 minutes later, he brings up his biggest fear that he's going to go bankrupt again. So I guess it is a possibility. He's fucking concerned about it. So the sky might actually be falling down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Sound good.
Shout out to COVID-1984 for the 10, dude. He says he wouldn't beg as he literally saying he needs your help this month. And he has to beg, but he doesn't want to. The amount of mental gymnastics he's doing is insane. All he got to do is, in my opinion, just justify how this is not begging. As long as that's a good justification for him, he can just keep doing it. Then we got shout out Duty for the membership. We got a Kevin super sticker with a smiley face with eyes, $ eyes. Big ups to that. We're
nice.
seeing that money. We're keeping the eye on that money. Then shout out Danny the DK. How much longer till he quits YouTube? Views have dropped, memberships have dropped, and whales have disappeared. His channel is pretty much dead now.
Never. It's too easy. It's too easy to quit. I think.
And speaking of which, we have a new update from 2D2 Will on the statistics for the month of October, I think.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play that.
So.
We'll play that today for sure.
Yeah, I think we'll have enough time for that.
Yeah.
Big ups Joey for the 3 months. Says being a member has been the most meaningful and robust time of my life. Before it was rough. There we go. Hopefully you're gonna get over this and take control.
Would I get a message like
Take
that?
control of the situation.
Would I get a message like that?
This Nord Exchange hat is a symbol of that positivity. It's a symbol that together, as long as we invest in Healthcoin, we can achieve everything. Shout out Battery Exhausted. Phil on Shark Tank. I'm $1,000 behind. I intend to solicit tips. Please invest.
Will do. Okay.
This has some potential, you know.
What's your income?
We should pitch it. Yeah. What's the elevator pitch?
Yeah.
It's like 30 minutes long. It's the longest elevator ride of your life.
That's a good. If we got to get our Saturday Night Live show going, you know, we do skits all week. That'd be one of them, though. You know, what's your elevator pitch? And then he talks for an hour.
Yeah. And I was thinking of like a competition idea that's basically like Shark Tank, basically promote Phil to somebody who knows nothing about him with like super buzzwords and everything. Just like package him, make him not despicable and disgusting, and see who does the best.
Yeah, so the goal is to be cool, right? You're trying to really get those.
Yeah.
That'd be the challenge, right? Make it seem cool.
But without lying. So you can just take, you know, he's an interactive streamer. You can rephrase it to say he's like a content producer and, you know, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be described. I don't know. Just an idea.
Give me your elevator pitch. All right, well, first let me tell you about elevators. You might not know. Elevators are the things that raise you up or lower you down in buildings. God, that'd be good. All right, anyways, go ahead. Is there anything else, or can we get... I got the clip up. We're ready to show Jack Films here, commenting on The Guy. It did happen. It is true. And it's right here. And it is a meme that says, "No, don't turn me into a marketable figure." So, and we'll play it here. You just listen to what Jack says.
No, don't turn me into a marketable figurine. No. Look at that. That's cute. I wouldn't buy it, but that's cute.
He said it's cute. Shout outs to The Guy. The Guy is cute, according to Jack's Films. There we go. Pretty hype. It looks like we lost Meerkat. Let's see if we can get him back in here. Back in the studio, Meerkat. Oh, he is gone. Internet totally gone, so hope we're good. But yeah, let me get, I think I have another clip for us here anyway, so let me play that while we have time. Get Meerkat back in the house. And if he doesn't come back, we'll start doing the messages, because we got 18,000 messages to get to. I'll wait for that. Anyway, so we play those two parts of the comeback. We also want to talk about the DoorDash... the groceries, all right? So the groceries, now that's a big fucking deal here, the groceries. Groceries, what are you going to do about groceries, right? Well, you got to go order them, of course, because you're sick and you're quarantining. And so what does Phil do? He just gets soup, right? So that's totally cool, right? Like soup is great to, you know, great to have when you're sick. But in typical Phil fashion, I actually think like Phil thinks like, it's not that kind of like soup is good when you're sick, but Phil thinks like it helps heal you, like it's a game, right? Like if you take soup, it improves your metabolism. Like he really thinks it's like a healing item. That's the best way I can say it. So again, then when he has to get, he also in this trip he has to get stuff for Kat because Kat's sick and he wants to get her. What does he say? It's called severe cold and flu, and this is the most powerful version. And what it does is it blasts the cold. So he ordered this and the groceries at the same time, and he paid for overnight. All right, he paid it for overnight. So what happens? Well, looks like Meerkat's back. Let me get him in here. Are you back, the Meerkat? We lost you for a second, but I'll get you back here. Got to change your link here. And go. Meerkat Mob, are you back? Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. There you are.
I'm not sure.
There you are. Now you're back.
Yeah, I had to pop on a hotspot because my Wi-Fi went off for some reason.
Cool. So we were just talking about how the next thing we were talking about was the groceries, all right? So the grocery trip and the delivery of the groceries. And how this is the time where people also started saying like, well, because the Amazon, two things were late. Amazon was late and the groceries were late. All right. Amazon late and groceries were late. And we got the whole grocery story. And it's you do it with an app, right? And the app is where you choose what you want. And he talks about how it's easy. And then he says how, he had to talk to customer support on the phone, by the way, so he can call customer support but not call daddy. And he asked them where they got their groceries, and they said they were picked up from a grocery store far away. So I've also done order groceries before when, for some reason. And you choose what store they're from. I mean, it's not, I'm guessing that he just chose the wrong place. I don't know though. But he spent time with customer support, and he talks about it like food delivery is for sick people, because he said, yeah, they wouldn't even bring it inside. Like, what? What are you saying? You want them to bring your groceries inside? And that's what he expected from this grocery delivery service, right? And he said, yeah, you're lucky I was there, because if I was sick, we couldn't do that. What do you want? You want old folks home?
I'm pretty sure if there was nobody else to take it in, or if the person ordering the food was, disabled or elderly, they would have brought it in. Because I worked at exactly this kind of place where we just delivered food and we picked everybody's orders.
Yeah.
And they delivered it to your door, and if you can't pick it up, they would come inside and like actually leave it somewhere. That's not a problem.
Oh, so they would do that. Yeah.
But
So...
I guess they would. Maybe they would. I don't see why they wouldn't if there was a good enough reason. But I mean, like, I don't know where this almost like cartoonish idea that once you're sick, you literally cannot do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where that idea comes from. Because
it's amazing.
Last year around this time, I got COVID. And when I tested positive, I told my girlfriend immediately, like, go test yourself and stay away from here. I'm going to quarantine. And then I just I looked after myself for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I don't put anybody else at risk.
Mm.
And he believes that once a fully grown adult person gets sick, you are physically incapable of doing anything. You can't make yourself, a medicine. You can't make yourself food. You can't take a shower. You can't do your laundry. That's just some fantasy. That's just some illusion. I know it's much harder to do it, but it's still entirely possible.
I think that someone's like Steve said, I think this is a holdout from mommy, right? Because I'm sure when he got sick in that Burnell household, Linda just did everything, right? She combed his hair until he was 17. So he just sat on that couch, watched that TV, watched Ghostbusters 18 times in a row, cracked up at every time Slimer slimed somebody, and he was just living his fucking life and didn't do shit. And now that's happening, that now that he's sick, he expects the same, but that's not how real life works. You have to do stuff. So when he's talking to his customer support, by the way, he also says that Kat is deathly ill. His words, deathly ill. Deathly ill now is Catherine Burnell. And weirdly, I see some of you guys in chat pointing out, he doesn't give her the same medicine that he got that worked for him. He got her, again, like I said, this maximum strength, severe cold and flu that's going to get in there and just blast the cold out that he bought on Amazon. And then real quick about the groceries. He did go to customer support about that, blah, blah, blah. He also said he talked to them about their app, by the way. He said, you know how wrong this is, right? Like, you should be getting the groceries from the closest store, talking to customer support, probably some other country, saying how they can improve their app. Like, hey, you should be doing this from the same store. Like, don't you have shit to do, man? Like, don't you want to be spending time with your wife or whatever? Why are you complaining and giving them updates about, customer feedback in this detail? And he said, like, another issue is you don't know how fresh your food is going to be. You don't know how fresh your food is going to be because it might come from a farther away grocery store. That's his idea of freshness is very interesting. That's all I can say. He did say this.
You know what, though? when he criticized them, they actually agreed with him. They said, oh, yeah, this is a complaint that we get all the time, sir. So it's another corporation where he tells them how to do their job and they completely agree. They just can't change anything, man.
So on to the Amazon. He paid extra to get it overnight. Of course, that's not a promise. It says, they tried to do it, didn't come on time. They don't know when it's going to happen. Another customer support call. Surprise, surprise. Got to get on that customer support. And this is a direct quote. I don't have the quote here, but he says, I don't have the video clip here, but he says this exact words. I don't want your apology. I want your product. I don't want your apologies because you're a pussy ass company.
Yeah.
Talking to Amazon.
And he cut another promo, but he didn't actually cut it in real life. It was more like an inner monologue where he was like, I want my fucking medication now. My wife is sick. I don't give a fuck if you have to strap a rocket up your ass. I just want it now. And that's what he felt like he wanted to say, so he didn't say it instead. He just decided not to be tough.
He sounds like that Wizard of Oz. No, not Wizard of Oz. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory song. I want it now. That song. Everyone heard that classic old movie. That's what it sounds like for sure. But then, of course, people smartly, by the way, brought up the fact like, hey, brother, why don't you go pick it up? You know? And oh, mama, what was that? I think that was, I got this clip here. This is a clip after this. You ready for this?
Oh, yeah, that's really good.
If you ask about this, you think I can pick it up? I got 2 words for you. Actually, I got more than 2 words, but here we go.
I have to say something to the morons in chat who are saying, just drive and pick it up. Hey, fuckface.
Whoa.
I'm sick. I probably had COVID. I'm quarantining, you stupid fuck.
Whoa.
I'm not going to the store to buy it, you fucking idiots. That's the point of staying home and quarantining, you complete brain-dead moron. Stop saying stupid shit in the chat like that, because you sound like an infant. You're a fucking waste of fucking intelligent life to say dumb shit in my chat like that. That's the fucking point of being fucking quarantined, you tremendous dunce. I had to say
Just come.
Imagine you ask somebody in a totally normal way, why don't you go pick up the medication yourself so it's faster? And then he just tells you you're a waste of fucking life. What a disproportionately intense response. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? I just asked the question.
You're an infant. Damn, you're an infant. Waste of life. Dunce. Woo, mama. All of this. So he doesn't feel bad internally about giving his sick wife medicine. That's all this fucking is. Dude, just say you're lazy. It's easier. Just say you don't want to go. It's easier. People already don't respect your opinions of your wife anyway, so just say you don't want to go, because that's what it is. Of course you can do drive-through. There's so many things you can do in that case to get if your wife is deathly ill, as you say, sir, I wouldn't give a shit about quarantining. I'm sorry, people at the store, but if my wife was deathly ill, as you say she is, not just COVID, but deathly ill, like you said, I would just be going in the store. Wear a mask, wear up, I'm in and out. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do if you really care. If you don't care, you call people fuckfaces on the internet and say they're a waste of life. If you do care and your wife is deathly ill, you just run in. And not to mention, they have drive-through stuff that you could do, curbside pickup, all this stuff. But no, he can't do that because it's too. You're a dunce if you say that. If you're you're immensely dunce. But anyways,
and I like your point. It's like caring always results in some kind of action. If you don't care about something, you're not gonna do anything. And if you care about something, you're actually gonna do something. So every time you think his words don't mean anything, just look at what those words translate into. And like many of those promos, nothing happens. He does nothing. Everything just goes on as normal.
And he pretends about all the timelines and stuff. And oh yeah, I gotta play this clip out of context. This is so fucking good. This is so good. I'll get it. I'll get it for you. This is so good. I love this clip. Give me a second. Hang on. Is there Meerkat? Can you do contribution detail, please? You don't mind? Could you read one?
Yeah, hold on.
Yes,
because my hotspot's really weak, so nothing really works.
Ooh, I'll strengthen up that hotspot, brother.
Bro, come on.
Oh, my wife. My wife.
Got to get some strength on the hotspot. All right, I got it here anyway. If you don't have one, I'll do it. I got it. Here we go. This is the clip. 21 seconds. None of this is edited, by the way. You're going to say I edited this, but I did. Here we go.
Oh, my wife putting up with me all week because I've been so sick, right? She was working when I was sick, you know, and doing everything around the house while I was sick.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's sick. She got it from me, you know? So now she has exactly what I have, and she's just starting with the symptoms. So I was like, I mean, hallelujah. My wife.
You heard it, right? Listen to the ending. I did not edit anything. This is what he said. I'll play it again. I'll play it again. No editing happened. You can find this on his channel. Ready? Here we go.
She got it from me, you know? So now she has exactly what I have, and she's just starting with the symptoms. So I was like, I mean, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah, right,
My
brother?
wife is sick. Thank God.
Hallelujah. So what the context of that? Oh, go ahead, Meerkat, please.
I got something for the whole his wife getting sick type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Because he wants to seem super concerned that he got COVID to the point where he didn't even know he got COVID. He just like self-diagnosed because he had no taste. Right. But at this time, when his sickness was first rising up and he got the first symptoms and he convinced himself it's COVID, his wife was out there working in retail, getting in contact with like a fucking billion trillion people every day.
Yes.
And coming back home to the Slimer so he can fucking sneeze in her face. And now she's sick again. These people fucking reckless as fuck. And he wants to convince you how much he cares about this sickness, how serious it is, how serious he is taking it as a mature, responsible adult.
Let's get it straight. Quarantine for him means I can just be lazier. Or not lazier, just as lazy as I always am. So I like quarantine. Let's get it real. You know? I love quarantine because it means I don't have to go anywhere. Okay, quarantine is awesome. I love quarantine.
Oh, I mean, he is still basically living in like 2020 lifestyle where you go out once a week and you just do a quote unquote supply run and you go back home and you don't go out at all because there's COVID out there and shit dangerous.
Yeah. Like he's acting like it's such a big he's doing so much with his quarantine. Oh yeah. I'm just quarantining, guys. It's not easy, but I'm quarantining. That affects one day of your week from the get. All right. That's how much your life has to change. One day of the week. And even then, what do? You don't go to the grocery store. You don't go to PetSmart. Sound good? What a saint. What an angel. You worried so much about that. But yeah, the context for that clip, by the way, hallelujah, was, hallelujah, she's starting it now because I'm getting better. So I'm already starting to get better. Now I can take care of her. I can't go and buy her medicine, though. If you think that you're an infant and you're a waste of life. But I can take care of her. And also bitch about the things she can't do because now I have to do them. But you know how that goes. That goes without saying. Right.
Yeah. By the way, while he is talking about this, I want to put this visual in the listeners' heads. Yeah. He is wearing a white dress shirt and a Legend of Zelda green pajama pants.
Yep.
So just imagine this guy trying to tell you his life story, how serious things are. And he's dressed half like he's about to go to bed and half like he's about to go to a funeral. So it's like, what the fuck is going on there? What is this guy trying to show me? What is happening? I'm very confused.
And by the way, he tried to own that meme the next stream. He said, and he showed the pants, like showed them on the camera because he follows everyone on Twitter more than any one of you. He follows more people on Twitter than you guys do. I'm sure of it. And he says, like, oh, yeah, I'm wearing these Zelda jammies because I can't do laundry right now. It's the only thing I had, guys. So just to show you that, I'm owning that meme. That's why I'm wearing the Zelda jammies. One person tweeted that, fucking Poems Mystery. And, Phil loves that account. Oh, God, he follows that account like a fucking hawk. Because that's where he gets all his information from, And, yeah, laundry is Cat's thing. He didn't have any laundry. That's why he's wearing the PJ pants. But he wears them every day. So again, that doesn't really make sense either, does it, brother? Because you wear those pants every single day. So make it make sense. Why all of a sudden are you wearing them because no other pants when you wear them every day? Make it make sense, right? Let's see what Adam Krigler, please. Oh, no, Stuttering Craig. Make it make sense. That's what I'm asking for. Make it make sense. Big ups to make sure I get the contributions in here. VLX, I think you read that one. Missing thousands because he's counting the money spent on DoorDash whenever other bullshit, his stick boy days. Swiney Rochoid Math. Shout outs to that. Nerd Brew says Phil also emailed Dave Sr. Yeah, we mentioned that. And of course, yes, he did email Dave. I wonder if he got a fish pic back because if he did, I want it. Shout outs to Utterly Insane. Amazon have infinite money. Yes, they have infinite money, so they should be able to ship anything in a short amount of time, brother. Should be no problem, right? Am I right? Next up, we have Swaggy Davis Jr. Big ups, everyone. Good to see Meerkat, Happy Meerkat back. Happy Meerkat, you're back. Big ups.
Yay.
And Snow Yosef in the house says, does this pig roach have a backup plan we don't know of? I mean, we have seen him anxious and on the line before. He is back to his normal, arrogant self. So backup, you think he has a backup plan? That's why he's. Oh, I think he's acting as frantic as ever, Snow Yosef. Myself, I don't think he's showing any calmness. Right? Do you? Is that what you're insinuating, Snow Yosef? But let me know. I don't know.
I don't think he had a backup plan. More like a confidence boost, because he came back and a bunch of known pay pigs showed up and gave him the confidence boost that people are still gonna keep supporting. They're gonna make up that loss of income, and everything's gonna be back up.
Yeah, and on that front, he did have a big day on his first day back, and then he had and then after that, it's been kind of status quo. So which I think is, if they keep staying status quo, he's gonna have to break out of this. I'm taking control. That's gonna be done because he can't. That's even to Philip saying I'm taking control. He knows he can't. He can't let that stand, man. He can't. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, back in the day though, he used to get like easily 500 hours. When he take a day off, oh man, that next day was a big day, and those days are gone. And he was already begging apparently on the Daily Wrap. So there you go. Do you want to have Did you watch the Daily Wrap yet, Meerkat Mom?
No, not really.
All right, let's do that because I didn't see it either. So let's go together positively. If it's not too long, let's see how long it is. If it's 18 years long, then we're gonna fuck it. But
I think we can just skip all the gaming recap and shit that he talks about constantly. So it's basically like a minute max of something that we would be interested in.
Good point. All right, I got it right here. Daily Wrap.
Yeah,
Daily
Duty
Wrap.
says it starts around 6 minutes.
Thanks, Duty, for that. Get it up here for you. We got the maroon. All I can taste is salt look going on. Always hype to see that one. All I can taste is salt. So 6 minutes.
Oh my God, he's drinking breast milk. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh
This
my
is
God,
a Snort Hogan. It's a Snort Burnell soundbite in the making. You need to do that, dude.
All I can taste is Hulk Hogan's dick. Some of those are so good. It's so immature, but I don't care. All right, let's get to it. This is Philip Burnell. You can see it now.
Wondering what that is. Like, why are people so much choosing to tip, and then it looks like a lot of the other support we used to get towards the YouTube side stuff is gone? I don't know. I'm not complaining again. It was great days. These
Not
days
complaining.
have all overall been great support days, but I'm hoping it doesn't become a pattern now where we're not getting as much support on YouTube anymore for whatever reason. I know people love memberships. They love getting all those benefits. This month we're gonna have a big event, the Adpocalypse, and people getting priority to get their nominations of ads watched on the show and stuff. I know they love that kind of stuff. And,
we love it.
Hopefully it doesn't go by the wayside for whatever reason, But it is what it is. Can't control stuff like that, right? So anyway, great streaming day overall. No complaints. Fun in both games. Everything good. Now, overnight, our clocks in the United States...
Oh, God, we're getting on this already? That's it?
are moving back 1 hour.
Okay.
Our daylight saving time is ending. That means that tomorrow, my streams will begin 1 hour later than they would have today. Okay? Just want to let everyone know.
Got that?
Yeah, it's stupid. I hate it. We all hate it here in the United States. We want it to end, but our government, for whatever reason...
Do we hate it? I don't hate it, to be real. Is that a bad... Is that a hot take? I don't really mind it.
Will not work and end it. We all want them to, and they're just too fucking lazy.
We all want them to, but they're too lazy.
So we still have to do it. It actually starts tomorrow and then runs all the way through March, and then we change them again for the rest of the year back.
It's twice a year, brother. Not that much to remember. It's not you got a fucking checklist. Let's get real.
Again, so stupid. Anyway, what's going on today? The Level 1 podcast here on this channel, 10:45 a.m. Pacific.
Oh, God, schedule?
Standard time, not daylight time.
Oh.
Standard time. So it's an hour later than usual.
Meerkat, is it a hot take to say you don't... I don't mind the changing of the clocks. Do you take care of that? Everyone wants your take on that. What's your takes on time?
My take?
Yes, please.
I mean, I was almost late last week, so it's annoying, but it's not something that I would spend too much time complaining about. It's just... Plus, all my clocks are digital. They just they do the thing, and then you just keep living in time.
Well, you make it sound too easy, okay? It's twice a year.
All right.
Else here?
Then when the podcast is done, we're all heading over
God, no schedule.
to
Fuck
DSP
up.
Reacts for DSP versus the Internet.
Uh-huh.
Yes, this should have been last week's episode.
Cheers.
So I never got to use the symbiote suit.
All right, whatever, symbiote suit. Symbiote suit. All right, big ups to Matt, who says, my feeling when he said it was Amazon that made him helpless. Yeah, it was Amazon that made him helpless. Not me. Not me. It was Amazon. Fucking Jeff Bezos. What an asshole, dude. Come on.
I mean, that's the thing, though. These corporations, they're fucking terrible. But I just can't help but be glad when some dumb shit like this happens to him. Because it's like, he's such a great guy, you know? It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. And I don't want to be defending Amazon because I know they suck, and so do all these other corporations he cries about, because he's probably right. But crying about it is just cringe, especially somebody of his age and maturity and wisdom level, you know. He should be over this stuff.
Big ups, Aid Robinson says, big ups, TBS, Aid and Becca, big ups. Fantastic Mr. Phil, which I think might have the best avatar in the game right now. Says Meerkat got taken out by Comcast. He did. He's gonna get COVID next. Get ready. COVID 1984. Big ups, dude. People don't even talk about COVID anymore. People have accepted it just like the flu. I know tons of people who had COVID and went out, went to work, lived a regular life, but he is still terrified of what a big baby. Here, I'm not gonna push back on that. Like, I think he's terrified of. I think he's just he's not terrified of COVID. He just is using it as an excuse to not do anything. That's the aspect he likes of being sick, you know? Like, when I'm sick, I don't got to do shit, and people pity me. I like that. That's what I'm all about. And big ups COVID with the COVID comment, when your name is COVID 1984, big ups. We do have so we totally fucked the timestamp there. Here's the timestamp we want, where he talks about the support edit, and then we'll change topics here. Let's go. Look at that time frame.
Days. Yes, 11 freaking days since I last played this new release.
Who cares?
Why? Well, it was the one that was going to go on the wayside a little bit, so I could focus on Alan Wake when it had come out. In addition, for some reason, this is still the slowest, least supported stream I do. I don't know why. I love Mario. I'm not going to stop with this playthrough.
I love when he says, I love Mario. So, like, I could play the worst game of all time and say, I love it. Why aren't you guys supporting it? I'm playing War. Why aren't you guys support it? I love this game, dude. You get to see what card comes up. I love it. Why aren't you supporting it? Come on.
Absolutely, enjoy 2D Mario, 3D Mario, no matter what it is.
Who cares?
But whenever I play a Mario game like this, for whatever reason, it just doesn't get that level of engagement and support like other games do.
Get the hint?
I don't get it, but I can't really change that,
okay.
you know? Mario is a great series. I love it. I grew up playing it. I want to keep playing these games, and I'm going to, regardless of this issue. So,
regardless of this issue, regardless of the fact, let's just say it straight, regardless of the fact that you aren't giving me enough money, I'm just going to keep playing it. Okay? Sound good? Keep up.
On. Beat all of Chapter 4, 100%ed it.
Who cares?
Went to Chapter 5 and beat the entire first area of Chapter 5, like 5-6 different stages. Optional exits and stuff now are getting way more prominent in these stages.
Who cares, Maroon Man?
So, I'm enjoying myself. Hope you guys are too. And great gameplay today. Overall, still a very supportive day. I will say this, having come back from illness and, being here 3 days, thank you for coming back strong and supporting as much as you guys have. Tips have been great.
I thought you just said it was the lowest supported game. What's going on here? Now we're taking, now we got to look at the day as a whole. Okay, got it.
Yeah, thanks anyway. That's basically what it is. It was a really weak day, but, thanks for at least, trying or something. But next time, you might want to try more so I can, skip the part where I cry about it.
Great. We're still really slow in regard of,
what?
Memberships and super chats.
Oh, come on, dude.
It's not that it's that giant deal. It's really not.
I thought you're taking back control of this. I thought you're taking control. What is this? This doesn't seem like any control, brother. This doesn't seem like taking control. Are we taking this out of context, too? Clipping this up?
As much as you guys have. Tips have been great. We're still really slow in regard of, memberships and super chats.
Oh, no.
It's not that it's that giant deal. It's really not.
Then don't bring it up, then.
But, I'm wondering what that is. Why are people so much choosing to tip, and then it looks like a lot of the other support we used to get towards the YouTube side stuff is gone? I don't know. I'm not complaining again. It was great days. These days have all overall
I'm not complaining, but
been great support days. But I'm hoping it doesn't become a pattern now where we're not getting as much support on YouTube anymore for whatever reason. I know people love memberships. They love getting all those benefits.
I know people love memberships. People love memberships. They do love those. I love avoiding slow chat rules when you have not gone on slow mode until how long?
Have a big event.
Oh no, is it always
Okay,
on?
ALT.
Is slow mode always- Yes, please.
I got a question for you. Let's play a game.
Yes.
It's not much of a game. It's just a question. What do you think defines complaining? What would you say complaining is?
Complaining means saying something negative about something else, and that's the start and end of it, right? So if you say something negative, that means the complaint. I think. What do you think?
Pretty much, I think you're almost factually correct. Complaining, by definition, from Oxford Languages, that's a very prominent, prolific place for language and words. And they say complaining means the expression of dissatisfaction or annoyance about something. So just bringing up something you don't like you said, you were spot on. So basically, isn't this, by definition, literally complaining?
And then he says not complaining, it's not a huge deal, and then keeps talking about how big a deal it is. Sound good? And Duty, I see Duty, big ups Duty, says 2 days to lose control. Is that when a big member bomb is supposed to go break? Are we 2 days away from that? Because that will be a fun
countdown.
countdown.
It just took him 2 days to.
Oh,
for
2 days
us
to lose
get
control.
this
I get
point
you.
where-
Dented.
Yeah.
I'm dented. Sorry about that. But when is is there any member bombs about to pop, though? Because if they happen now, whoo boy, he's not going to take surely to that.
The apocalypse and people getting priority to get their nominations of ads watched
people
on
love
the show
that.
and stuff. I know they love that kind of stuff. And
robust build here. Robust shirt choice and build and size choice for the shirt.
you know, hopefully it doesn't go by the
Oh, and I'm
wayside
talking,
for
when I say bust, I mean bust, as in not bust, but that bust.
reason, you know. But
Oh, God.
it
Come
is
on.
what it is.
Maroon
Can't
man.
control stuff like that, right? So anyway, great streaming day overall.
Great day.
No-
Great day. We're out of here. Great fucking day. Yeah, that's it. Great day. Great day overall. That was it. Has there been anything else on since he came back front we should talk about before we get into the YouTube number side of things? We do have, I have some visual aids prepared. I have some audio prepared. I have so much prepared for our breakdown of YouTube numbers. But is there anything else we go into first, Sir Cat?
Yeah, I would like to go back on one of the previous topics when
Please.
he ordered things from Amazon or DoorDash or whatever. He was ordering groceries, and they weren't on time, but then they arrived, and they packed somebody else's bag as well. So they put in his order somebody else's order. And then, as he was explaining the story, the order comes, he opens it up, and immediately thinks about how he's going to eat the stuff. He doesn't think about, like, bringing it back or, like, reporting that they did it. He immediately thinks, oh, yeah, I can eat this. Okay, well, there's a lot of cheese. They got too much cheese. And, yeah, it was, like, too much cheese, man. And some of it was, like, very expensive. But then I got to give him credit for this because I didn't think he was capable. Then he actually reported that this happened on the app.
Yeah,
so
on the
they
app.
told him, that's cool. You can keep your cheese, and we're gonna pack the order again for the other guys. All right,
Dude, that's how much time he has. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a bad thing to report, hey, I got someone else's food. But you know what they're going to say, just keep it. Not going to come pick it up. So you just keep it, especially if your wife's deathly ill. Deathly ill. And he complained that he got someone else's food. Like, that could have been me. But it wasn't you. But yet you still complain about it. You still complain about it. You know? Like, come on. How much do you have to look for something to complain about? When someone else gets fucked up, then you complain about it, you know? If anyone, I see the Destiny thing again. Me and Meerkat both talked about that. We did not see that. If anyone has a link, dude, do you have a video on that yet? Get on that. I'll play it right the fuck now. But we got the Destiny quote we both didn't see. Did you, Meerkat?
You know,
I did not.
I think from what I think it is, what I predict it is one of those generic rants about how gamers are stupid and they keep spending their money on video games that suck and companies are taking advantage of them. And also, it's him projecting what he does on the gamers, you know, because he spends a bunch of his fucking money on shitty games. So they do the same thing.
Got it.
I think it's just that.
Okay, so not worth paying then. Yeah, so just the title of Sword Hogan's video on this says, DSP calls people idiots who spend money on Destiny. Okay, so there we go. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's just ranting about DSP Gaming. Thank you, Len the Deranged Legend. I can't believe I listened to Christian C's Big Up says, I can't believe I listened to 3 hours of DSP Job and Panda Express stories on Dead Sea Scrolls last night. Big ups to all the TBS crew. Oh yeah. We had 3 hours on Thursday of a Panda Express lore on the WPIG. I think we're getting too deep now. Like, I'm literally going insane, I think. How deep we're going. We got Panda Express lore, which, Meerkat, you might be surprised to know, he had a guy on call, that worked at Panda Express. When the fresh food came out, they gave him a call. Hey, Piggy, food's ready. Sweet, come on down, Piggy. We got fresh panda. And he would go waddling over. Oh, my fresh panda.
Bro.
Hang on. I'll be right there. Hang on, VJ.
You know, I got a question for you. What do you think is the most obscure thing you could get a full episode of the Dead Sea Scrolls on?
Oh, that's tough because it just takes
at least like an hour. Let's say at least an hour.
Like, all you gotta do is pick something like a normal thing, but like Red Lobster. And you search like a restaurant. Red Lobster's a restaurant. But he'll have enough mentions of it that it'll be like an hour. And he'll always have insane shit to say. So that's good enough. But I would pick something like, let's try to think of a cartoon. Like Darkwing Duck, right? So Darkwing Duck cartoon was pretty hype back in the day. But you can always find enough clips, because he's been doing it for 15 years, and he just has insane takes about everything. So that's why if Phil ended tomorrow, there would still be endless stuff, guys. There would be endless.
Oh, yeah.
There'd be channels, channels that would like go through everything, man. There's no end to this. But anyways, let's get. So we're not gonna go through the Destiny thing. Sword Hogan has a cool video on it. Go check that out if you want the Destiny take, of course. But let's get into our lovely person known as 2D2 Will breaks down the video views, and they went through. They went through the month of October here. So first we're going to listen to the audio of that, and then we have some visual aids as well. So get ready to go to school here. 2D2 Will in the house with the video views call. Let's go. Play, please. Oh, it'll play. Hang on. Bunch it. Here we go.
Hey, that being said, I'm just going to cut to the chase right now.
Too quiet, I know.
October was terrible for DSP.
October was terrible for DSP. I'll jump it up.
Oh, I like the start of that. Sounds very positive.
Very robust and positive. Here we go.
Due to his sickness and internet issues, he uploaded only 190 videos, and of those videos, a whopping 92% had less than 2,000 views, with 64% having less than 1,000 views. None of his videos had more than 5,000 views, so everything was under 5K. And by far his most successful thing this month was the drama involving the internet, because none of the games that he played had an average of more than 2,000 views. In fact, Street Fighter is down to about 770 views. Oh boy. And just to give you an idea of how much he relies on older videos, less than 40% of the views that he gets per month is views that he gets from new videos. This is a drastic decrease than what it used to be. I mean, after all, these are the worst months that these channels have seen ever since the reboot of DSP Reacts. Speaking of DSP Reacts, DSP uploaded 30 videos last month to that channel, and exactly one video got more than 1,000 views. On average, he hit 611 views. The channel is dead. Dead.
God. Big ups to 2D2 Will for that. So here's what you can see. I got the numbers up here on the screen for you there. 2D2 Will put in the work here. So DSP versus the internet averages 543 views. Wow. 500 views. His movie reviews average 880 views. Wow. Wow. I mean, this is just DSP Reacts, of course, so the new channel. But I don't know how much life is left in that channel. Who knows, though, because he does get the membership.
You know, I gotta give him credit for reviewing movies that came out like 3 to 4 years ago. Averaging 800 views. It's not that bad. Because he was reviewing like what, Halloween Kills in like the Halloween reboot from I don't know 2019.
Yeah.
Like, who is looking for these reviews? So he made it. Maybe if he did the Five Nights at Freddy's thing, it would have actually been a little bit better. But
that could be.
But
next up.
But then again, I don't want to treat him like he's some like upcoming channel that actually puts effort and cares. This dude's been in the game for 15 years and he's averaging 800 views, and I'm giving him credit for this. Like, come on.
I mean, it's just the opposite of a normal movie reviewer either. Like, pretend you know nothing about DSP. You've never seen the incident. You've never seen the bus face. You turn on that fucking video. You're like, all right, let me check out this video review. You get, there's no review. It's just, let me tell you everything about the movie. It's like, all right, well, I don't want to watch this. I know it's tough, but imagine you don't know who DSP is, and you turn that on. It's like, I'm not here to hear the whole thing. I want to get, like, you know, get your takes, you know? But there is no, I mean, there's takes, but they're always twisted. Anyways, here we go. So this is the DSP Gaming and DSP Reacts in combination. Released 190 videos in 1 month, and 0 videos with 10,000 views. He had videos with less than 4,000 views. 97. Okay, oh, that's the good breakdown. So 11% of his videos had less than 500 views. 11%. 64% had less than 1,000. There you can see basically what he said. Just saying it again. But less than 2,000 is 92%. 97%. That's funny to see it in numbers, but.
Oh yeah, man.
That is funny.
Wow.
So 4 videos got over 4,000 views, and they were all the drama. You can bet your ass on that. They're always the drama. I do have 2 other visual aids. Let's see. Class. Hang on. Class is in session.
Oh,
go ahead.
Let me see when that health update video dropped. Because I'm thinking, what if he dropped it? Just give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll keep going through this one. Real quick.
Maybe
So
I'm gonna debunk myself.
Here you can see the game breakdown here. So what's the most popular games? Appears to be Spider-Man 2. Little bit quick lore note: his most viewed video of all time is also from Spider-Man. I can't remember the exact game, but one of those Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man games, has 1 million views. But there you go. So you can see all the averages there. Big ups. The worst viewed is look at the worst viewed is Q&A. I love that. Q&A average is 600.
Oh my
Who the fuck wants
God.
to watch that shit? Shorts. One short this month. Hype. I didn't know that.
Oh, I haven't even noticed that he dropped any. But I love how even the den heads are realizing how shit Q&A is. So it's like a virus in your organism. It's just like naturally pushes it out, naturally rejects it. We don't want that shit. Even those people that it's aimed towards fucking hate it, man.
They can't. And it's just they can see. Even they are slowly turning. Duty says in October, 548,000 views for both channels. It's the lowest mark since his first years of streaming. He doesn't care about the views, but less views equal less ad revenue. So yeah, that's getting to the 500,000 mark is a big milestone, because I remember when it was 1 million and that was shocking. Oh, he only gets 1 million views now, and that was shocking. So we're almost half of that.
And I mean, like, what does it mean not to care about it? If your business is to do YouTube videos and the views are low, you kind of have to care about it. That just comes with the territory. You can choose not to care about it, but it's going to be bad for you at some point.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's just the cope of like, I don't really care. I know things are going bad, but I don't care. Just the same thing as like, oh, I'm not good at that game, but I don't care. So I don't care about that game. So what? I don't care. Oh, Justin Wong is the best. Well, he dedicates his life. I don't want to do that. I don't even care. Justin Wong is better than me. I mean, that's literally how he goes, But I think I already showed that one. Yes, I did. There we go. That is the 2. That is the visual aids there for the WT. Big ups to 2D2 Will for that. So we'll see. I think we're approaching a world where DSP Reacts might end, but I think we're still far away. Still fight it. It'll be a troll's win if he has to close down the channel. So he'll fucking fight it. He'll fucking fight that to the fucking death.
I think at some point he's gonna draw a line and call some kind of an ultimatum. And if that doesn't happen, channel's going off. But I think it's gonna happen. So it's gonna be like, either we make that channel profitable and I do DSP Reacts, or I take it like you guys are telling me that shit sucks, so I'm gonna stop doing it. And he's gonna give some like arbitrary member goal of like, we need 50 members. We need to get to 200 members, and that's it.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. He'll probably do the ultimatum thing. Yeah. And then someone will drop a member bomb and he'll get it. And then I'll be like, yeah. I'm not sure what's going on, guys. Why is support low? Like, I love when he talks about these fucking members. He's talking to literally 3 people. There's 3 people with the drive, the want to give member bombs. Let's not just, come on. Can we not pretend that it's like 1,000 people that are just waiting to do member bombs? Like, we know who the audience is. You know what I mean? It's just...
Yeah, and I appreciate the sincerity of not even trying to convince individuals to become members because he's realized that's a lost cause. He's just pitching for for member bombs at this point.
Yeah.
It's all like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about anything else. Drop a bomb, help out the community. Everybody loves having a membership.
All right, there we go. There's the last thing here. Is the most viewed videos on the channel. So he had Marvel's Spider-Man 2 playthrough Part 1, got 4,600, big ups. Alan Wake 2 Part 1 got 4,500. Assassin's Creed playthrough Part 1 got 4,000. And then Important Internet Issues Update, that got the 4,000. So a really good part of the content.
So stupid, man.
So, but he's not about drama, guys. Not about the drama. Just it happened to him. There we go. There you can see all the other nonsense. There. Big ups, 2DW Will. That's some fucking legendary work there. That being said, I think it's time to get to some messages. What do you say, Meerkat? You ready?
Yeah.
You ready to dig in?
I agree with you. Let's do that.
We're going to
Since
start.
we couldn't do it this week, and we are plugging the messages a lot, we don't want people to be sending us messages for no reason.
Exactly.
So we are going to read them now.
Yes, and we're gonna start with a legendary big. And also, if you leave a message now, we'll play it. So if you want to leave a message now, go ahead. Why not? You're watching. I'll give you the chance. Go ahead. Let's get big guy in the house here first, though.
Hey guys, I know that everyone knows Phil's a lying sack of shit at this point.
Okay.
But I just wanted to point out that just 2 weeks ago, Phil was telling everyone that he and Kat were going to be living on the streets if his YouTube payment was 24 hours late. But now he's missed nearly a week of streaming between that bullshit internet outage and whatever this sickness is. I know his dents will never put it together, but this guy will lie for a fucking penny at this point. Also, my favorite quote from the latest black shirt begging video he did was, "She's just starting with the symptoms." So I was like, hallelujah.
Yeah.
Do you think he changes into the black shirt before he records the video and then changes out of it after he's done begging? Maybe it's like a athlete that changes his mindset when he puts on his uniform. If he doesn't have the black shirt on, he can't get into the right mindset to be a completely shameless sack of shit and ask for someone's disability check.
You can't get into the right bag set. You got to get into the right bag set. Got the bag set that can keep it coming. I think it's I wonder if it's go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead first.
I was gonna say I don't think it's conscious. I think he just I gotta change, and he automatically grabs the black, and then he goes into it. He's getting ready to fight crime, do his best to beg those Velcro wallet having people to give him their money. It's just automatic. Doesn't even think about it. It's like a routine right now. It's a machine. Doesn't take any thought. Go ahead.
I'm thinking there's a fair amount of like forethought before he actually decides to do it. And the logic behind the black shirt is that it's totally blank. It's not distracting at all. It's serious. It's something that serious people wear when they're having a serious segment about their serious bills. So, wearing a gaming shirt in that kind of a scenario would kind of be distracting. It would be, not professional. So when you're having a mega begging video and you're telling people that you're gonna fucking you're afraid of going bankrupt again, you want them to take you seriously. That's why you wear a classic black shirt for the begging. It fits. It's a perfect fit. It's all good.
Perfect fit.
There you go.
It is a perfect fit. Don't gotta change the pants. Keep the Zeldas. Keep the PJ pants in though. That's your wiper for your things
nobody's
you pick.
gonna see those.
Oh no. You gotta have a place to wipe your egg picks. You pick something out of your ear. You gotta have a place to rub it. The PJ pants work perfectly for that, as you all know. All right, Mario Faker, first ever caller to the channel in the house. Let's go.
Hey guys, this is Mario Faker again. And I was listening to The Plunge yesterday on WPIG, and one thing that stood out to me was that he said he had to pay off student loans by working his first job. And this really confused me because wasn't he supposed to be the high school valedictorian? How is he not able to secure a full scholarship to the local university? I mean, I did some digging on PickPickGo, and he did say that he got financial aid for Fairfield University.
Okay.
And that he applied for Boston College and qualified for a partial scholarship there.
Oh.
So how the hell did he not get a full ride scholarship for Fairfield as valedictorian? I thought it was pretty much a given. I mean, it was for me back in the day, and I didn't even apply.
Baller alert.
So it really brings the question, what kind of remedial short bus high school did he go to? Anyway, thanks, guys.
Well, see, there you go, Meerkat. We just found a great one. Like, we could do an episode on his financial aid. His thoughts on financial aid will probably be an hour because it'll be like, you know.
Have you done an episode on his academic life and like going through all the mentions, valedictorian and everything? Because this is a really hot issue that people really want to figure out.
Yeah,
how the fuck is that possible?
Right,
especially foreigners.
Yeah, because well, we do know that he went to a private school. He did go to a private school, which means that his parents paid extra to get him into that private school. Now, I'm not saying that makes his valedictorianship any less meaningful, but it does mean that the people that are there paid to be there. It doesn't mean that everyone is as smart as I'm trying to be very very politician speak here. Doesn't mean everyone there is at the level they should be at their age group and at their level of schooling, right? I get you. It could be, and there's less than 100 people, so that's a very fucking small pool of people, right?
You know, curated people, you might want to call them.
Yeah, curated people. And then it does make sense. It has been proven he was valedictorian, but Mario Faker makes a good fucking point. Where if you're a valedictorian of any normal-ish school, that means something. And some college out there will fucking pay for you to come to their school. They will pay for it. You know, it happened to the valedictorian of my school, and it wasn't fucking me. I'll tell you that. So that says something there, right? That he couldn't get a full ride with his valedictorianship or whatever the fuck it's called. So does that mean it's not as meaningful as a normal valedictorian? I don't know. You can make your own judgments there, but there is something to be said for that. He did say, though, he did try to explain away why he didn't get a scholarship is because the, let's call them urban-style athletes were taking all the scholarships and they went to the big schools. He couldn't get a scholarship because all those big sports guys took all the memberships, all the scholarships. So there we go.
Yeah. But I think it's safe to say we can, even if we don't come to a definitive conclusion what happens, we know the ending is that he's panhandling on the internet. So whatever happened back then didn't really mean much. So
okay, there you go.
There you go.
So it's saying my school valedictorian didn't get a full rides anywhere. There you go. So I guess maybe it's a different time though. When I graduated around when Phil did though. I can tell you that. And back then at my school at least, which is it's public high school, but that person did get a full ride. But who the fucking knows? Who knows all the fucking things that go into that decision. But it is very funny that Phil went valedictorian when, as we all know, anyone that watches Phil for any amount of time, it doesn't seem like something he would be able to do, right? I mean, you've seen him play bully, right, Meerkat, when he has the geography? I mean...
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't know where Spain is. Spain is a problem, right? I mean, Spain is like, come on. I mean, I get you might not know where every fucking country is, but, like, some of those are mind-blowing, It's just,
I think that it happens commonly with a lot of American people that they don't know where exact countries are because you guys also study American history, and that country is by itself big enough and has enough history to be studied for like a couple of years. So by the time you get to the geography of everywhere else, it's kind of it's kind of difficult.
Yes. And okay, so maybe you know what? Maybe we'll do that plunge this week. Meerkat maybe we'll go into that. I did have a good idea for one about the some other. There's if you didn't know it, Phil also wrote reviews about different things on websites. And I was going to do an episode all about that to read his crazy reviews. This is before he had YouTube, by the way. But we'll see. We'll do something this week that's fun. Shout outs to Matt, Fantastic Mr. Phil, best avatar in the game, like I said. Member Bomb. Thanks so much, everybody. We missed a lot when Meerkat was sick, so thanks so much for that. Getting that groove back, getting that vibe back. Thanks so much.
Francisco, I was actually sick.
Yes,
I was partying out one night, and it was like really cold outside. I thought nothing about it. Next day, I had a bunch of stuff to do. I was driving around. I came back home about an hour after the DSP sickness video dropped, and I watched it. And then I'm like, man, I'm feeling a little bit fucking chilly. I'm trying to measure my temperature. It's like 100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's like 38 Celsius. And I'm like, dude, I'm chill. And then I just like popped the ibuprofen and I was fine the next day.
Was it
There you
migraine
go, dude.
strength or what? You got to get the migraine strength. Hopefully you got
No,
that.
it was like the normal strength. It was the peasant ibuprofen, the ibuprofen that like homeless people take. That's the type of shit I took, and I was perfectly fine. Yeah, I survived. I made it.
Also, my kids were both sick Thursday and Friday. Both stayed home from school, so sickness is just going crazy around here. But we're fighting through it. We're fighting through it for sure. Big ups to Francisco for saying he claimed his mentor said that he didn't get to an Ivy League school or get a full ride because he wasn't ethnic enough. Oh yeah, that kind of settles it. I'm gonna do an episode on that. I gotta hear that again because that's one of the ones that I remember it, but I don't remember it because if you listen back, it's like what the fuck, man. Like Meerkat, did you know there was? You've heard of the Hot Latina, I assume. But did you know there was a second Hot Latina?
Oh, no. Were they sisters?
No. That was when he worked at the yogurt shop. And she was a bit chubby. I'm not going to lie. He said she was chubby, but she had beautiful eyes and was very funny. But she was yeah.
Let me tell you something. Latina, a bit chubby, was funny. That's a fucking 10. What is he crying about?
Oh,
Just
you're
drop
gonna
that
love the
yogurt. Go chase that Latina, dude.
You're gonna love the rest of this one, though. Okay, so she was very aggressive and touching Phil, slapping his ass sometimes, being very flirtatious.
Oh, no.
What does Philip do? 17-year-old Philip? When, I don't know about you, Meerkat, but when I was 17, I don't care what she looks like. If a girl shows interest in me, I'm like a hound dog on a stake. I'm chasing that thing.
Dude.
I don't give a fuck. But
Come
anyway,
on, he was 17.
Yes.
He hasn't still gotten over the phase where he was chasing 14-year-olds at the mall. He hasn't matured enough to be into chubby Latinas with a sense of humor.
So Phil said that he said, "Excuse me, I take this job very seriously. Could you please stop that?" And then his boss came to him and asked him about it. And his boss, of course, according to Phil, his boss said, "I didn't think she was on your level, so I didn't believe it." Because she said, Philip said, I brought that point. Philip said that she told her boss about it and said, like, yeah, Phil is trying to hit on me. And that's why the boss came to Phil and wanted to check with him because it didn't seem like that was realistic because he was not on his level. Right. Very real. Top 2 thing that never happened on Earth is that fucking story. The second Latina. The rarely talked about second Latina. Excuse me, sir. There was a second Latina. Yeah, that's it. That's the second Latina. This is not the hot Latina. That's the second Latina. All right, let's get Kevin. Big up says, I desperately missed detractor content was Phil was sick. If he legitimately was going to quit, would we prop him up with money to keep the party going? Hell no, Kevin. No way.
No.
Never give money to someone like that. That doesn't deserve it and is asshole to everyone on Earth. Doesn't need it. Don't need it. A big up Snow Yosef again says, as for Meerkat's sick story, you didn't lose a week's worth in tips, and you obviously don't know the protocol of what to do in this illness. Thank you, Snow Yosef. Yes, Meerkat, you don't know what to do. Did you quarantine? Come on, Meerkat. You got to assume you have COVID.
I did not quarantine. No, I didn't have COVID. There you go. Because I self-diagnosed. I concentrated and I composed myself and I meditated, and then the stars in the constellations told me I don't have COVID, so I just got over it. And that's how it works.
Uckbuck the Black. Go ahead, Meerkat.
You're not going to understand this. It's an Eastern European thing. So I'm not even going to keep going. We can drop it here. We're built different.
Built different over there, all right? Get it right. Uckbuck the Black in the house, legendary character in the Detractorverse. This is what Phil said. He said 2 athletes went to Ivy League schools. Isn't it most likely that one of them was actually valedictorian? Well, Uckbuck the Black, we have confirmation from someone that did literally call his school. This is many years ago now. And they did find out. Apparently, this is all someone told me this too. So is it true or not? It's up to you to decide. But someone did tell me, I remember hearing that they did verify that he was actually valedictorian. Philip Burnell was valedictorian. Yeah. So there we go.
That is true. Can you please update me and everybody who doesn't know on who Uckbuck the Black actually is?
Uckbuck
I know it's a character from that game, but I don't know exactly the connection.
All right, so Uckbuck the Black is part of that fucking Shadows of Mordor game. And in that game, those kind of commanders, dudes, they chase you around. And if you fight them, and you kind of can beat them, and you'll see them again, though. And they can keep coming back. And if they beat your ass, they get stronger. And you'll see them stronger. So Phil gets killed by this Uckbuck the Black like 5, 6, 7 times, and he's like, and then every time he comes back, he's like, oh no, it's him again. And then he gets so flustered, like he's back, this guy again. Like it's the fucking best, man. If you haven't seen that, this is how you don't play. Just watch that section. There's a whole video separate just for Ukbuk the Black. It's magical. It is magical. And it's funny because he just keeps, every time he sees him, he gets more flustered. Like, oh shit, he's back. It's funny. Ukbuk is hilarious.
Yeah, I thought he had said something racist about him. That's why I thought he was such a big meme.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, those orcs in those games, they can get really OP if they kill you a couple of times and they evolve so your attacks don't work against them. They can get really powerful, man.
Oh, dude, if you know the game, you have to do. Let's watch this. How you don't play that. If you know the game that well, it'll be even better for you then. Like I never played the game, but it's hilarious.
Played the game.
Oh, okay, yeah, but I've never even played the game. It's hilarious because like he just keeps getting fucked up, man. And then he, like you said, he dies like 6 times to that same exact dude. And then he, Ukbuk's getting promoted, and they're like running out of characters to promote. So we made the joke like they get like janitors, like to promote janitors to war generals. It's amazing. It's amazing. But we're not watching that now. But that's amazing. All right, let's get to our next call. We went to 2 messages, and we have a fuck more to get to. Let's get to the one, the only, the Brad Burnian in the house. Let's go.
Hi all, Brad Burnian here. Where are we all at with DSP Reacts? Because it's been out, he's been doing, the channel's been up for, what is it now? Like, 9 months or so. Been a good long while. There's only one show on there, DSP versus the Internet. The DSP Asks It never got off the ground at any point. So it's basically, all it is DSP versus the Internet. That's all we've got, aside from the odd long-form React or whatever. Mm. How much longer do you think the channel's got? Because I know when it launched, we all, I think you all discussed, on one episode, like how long do you think it'll last, whether it last a year or not. And I can't remember what people said, but where do you stand now? Do you think it will make it to kind of next February and reach that 1-year anniversary? Like personally, I don't know. I think it will limp past a year, but then it will stop. Because Phil doesn't enjoy it. I don't think any of us are really enjoying it that much anymore. There's very few kind of like proper, viral for us moments from that anymore. It's mainly just the odd little gem, but it's mainly just boring reactions of boring clips from a boring man. So yeah, what do you think? How much longer? What are its days numbered? How much longer is left for DSP Reacts? Okay, bye.
We did hit on that a little bit, but I want to push back a little bit because it usually once a week, once every other week, they get something pretty entertaining because it's crazy takes, and you watch way more of it than me, Meerkat. But what are your thoughts on the entertainment value of that channel for detractors, I guess?
I don't know. I don't know if I can be objective exactly because I find some guilty pleasure in those, even if they're really trash. But it all comes down to his actual fans and how they're going to support it. And they don't seem to be that impressed or invested in anything going on in that channel. But long term, I think he's just going to start throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. He might do like a DSP, I don't know, opinions type of thing where it's like, hey, what's the deal with something I saw on Twitter? It fucking sucks. I tell you that. Or he might try and do like a gaming review, just like his movie reviews. He might like actually try. I don't think anything's going to work out. He might get 1 or 2 videos that get like 10, 15,000 views, but nothing that actually genuinely works. And it's still going to be spinning wheels in the mud, probably at least like 2 years from now. I don't think he's dropping it anytime soon because he knows it's like, this is it, man. If that channel doesn't work, what else is he going to fucking try? Yeah, he's running out of things to actually do.
that's for fucking sure. I guess I'm trying to think of what would make him. I think he knows, by the way, that it's become kind of a detractor event more than his fans liking it, right? Because like, let's get real. Most of the people in that chat are LARPers more than on normal days. Even it's like LARPer Central.
Yeah.
And like he can't even enjoy any video that's not food because he's like trying to dodge landmines. Like, is this making fun of me? Is this making fun of me? Am I missing this joke? And he just looks like so nervous about every video that's even supposed to be funny. If it's not like literal elementary school, like people fall down, funny laugh, or cat videos or food, he is nervous because he knows this is potential blow up, get on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't want to be doing that shit, man. That's fucking hard. Like he's created a world where his people watching him are watching. Half of them want to see him fuck up and are waiting for him to say something funny. Half of them are, don't know what, are watching Phil unironically. I wouldn't say half. Let's say 25% are watching Phil unironically. And the other half are just like, I don't know, just watching out of like it's a zoo exhibit, like kind of like just being there to watch DSP, the person that's his funny lolcow. And, like the not active LARPer, And that's most of us. And you get a whole
it's a
ecosystem.
habit.
Yeah. It's like a whole ecosystem of like people watching these versus the internet. Like you restream it sometimes. Decepticon was doing it. It's like a event now, and he knows that. And that can't be fun, man, to keep that shit going. Like firing that shit up and get 75% of the people watching just waiting for you to fuck up. Fuck that shit, man. I don't know. That's pretty tough to keep up, but I'm sure he'll keep it up. He can. If anything, he is stubborn. You know what I'm saying? So back to the messages. Let's get Stray Beans in the house.
G'day, boys. 2 questions for you today. So I was watching Phil play Spider-Man 2 while being sick, then starting to cry. I don't want to have a go at him for being sick or crying, but it was just a confluence of like 40 minutes of just really, really childish, like whining about the sickness. The sort of thing you do to your mum when you're like a kid, and then crying over a video game that was just a moment that's just completely saccharine, completely forced. It was just such a pathetic little moment from Phil. Like not one of the scummiest things he's ever done, not one of his worst moments, but just a bad, sad look. So my question there is, what's the most pathetic moment Phil's had in his career? Secondly, this one's a bit morbid. I was on Reddit, and some people were suggesting that Phil might have died. I know, it's Reddit. But that got me thinking, like, what would the internet's reaction be to the news that Phil had died? It seems like an odd thing there where I don't think people would come out of the woodworks just to celebrate his life, but I don't think people would shit on him straight away. So it's just an interesting thing to think about there. I know the detractor community is not a single thing, but what do you think the general reaction of the internet would be? Right, I love your work, boys. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me take the second half first. I think.
Okay.
Well, first I won't answer your question. I'll answer a semi-different question because I want to say it. I think there would be. I think there would be a lot of people on mainstream internet that would talk about it and say like he was a game streamer, he was known for begging, but overall he was just trying to entertain his community. He went for 15 years. That's pretty cool. And they won't know the bad points, but a lot of people would like say like that, like talk about it because it will be clickbaitable at that point, right? It will be kind of big news, but they won't say any of the negative things really. Like you look like an asshole no matter what if you like say like, hey, DSP died, let's celebrate. You look like an asshole. So no big channel can do that because that means you're a fucking asshole to the general public, right? So that's what I think. Detractors would obviously. That's a really weird question. What would detractor response be? But okay, you go, Meerkat. Answer the real question.
The real question was, what is the most pathetic moment? By the way, that was the first question.
The first question.
You have a call for that one? You have one?
Most pathetic moment? Bringing up his wife's restraining order is my most recent one. There's too many to go to, but that's my favorite. That's my favorite recent one.
I would say waking up Leanna to make him dinner. Because Medicare responded to that. That's just an iconic moment by itself, and it's really fucking pathetic, and it shows like zero self-awareness. How would people react to his death? I guess the normies would react with like a picture of him like masturbating when the head was back up when he looks like he's dying, and like big like RIP lettering under that, and it's like a black and white picture, and they would just post that on Twitter and be like, well, thanks Phil for all the fucking chill and interactive fun. And I wouldn't say anything because I'll be busy smoking that Burnell pack. And of course, some people are going to see that it's weird that people are going to be celebrating DSP dying, but why do you have to care at the end of the day? Why do you give a fuck? what
Mhm.
some people are thinking, because people always be thinking things like, why you try and convince them or change their mind?
Yeah. I would do the plunge on every time he's made fun of other people, not made fun of, but try to take advantage of people dying in his past content. So like bringing up people that he
nice.
barely knew, talking about how important they were when he barely knew anything about them, that sort of thing, you know. Utterly insane, smartly pointing out, I answered the question in typical DSP fashion by answering a totally unrelated question that wasn't asked. Exactly. Shout outs to Isaac from the Discord. We do have, Meerkat, head on your butts. We have
What do we got?
actual newspaper clippings of
What?
Philip Burnell's
Oh, yeah.
valedictorian message. So let's look at
Oh
that.
yeah, there's a thread specifically to prove that he actually is a valedictorian.
So I'll read
and
this.
it says the data.
So it was slightly over 100 students. Apologize for that. There
Yep.
was 147 students in Notre Dame's class of 2000. The ceremony included guest speaker, Governor Jody Rell, and also addressing the class was Philip Burnell, valedictorian, and Michelle Lee, salutatorian. There we go. And that, again, is $1,000 from my pocket to yours if you have the audio of that speech. I'm guessing no one recorded it because it was a different time then, but probably someone had a video recorder on that thing, had a camcorder on that. I will definitely pay it if we got it. I want to know, more importantly, Density Scrolls listeners, dude, Michelle Lee, is that the Asian that he wanted to take to prom that turned him down because she thought it was a joke? Michelle Lee is a very Asian-style name. Could that be the nerdy Asian? Could it be? We'll never know. But that very much could be. Phil's second option for prom was the nerdy Asian. And that could be her, Michelle Lee. Shout-outs to you, wherever you are. We love you.
No, now that you mentioned this, I also start thinking Panda Lee is also a pretty Asian name. I guess that's why he needed to clarify that she's not Asian, even though she looks Asian, and his name is Panda Lee.
You know why he
I
did
don't know.
that? It's because he literally does not think Asians are attractive. There are many examples where he talks about Asians. I did the Hot Latina episode on the plunge, so we brought up every episode he talked about hot Latinas, and there were many. But there were more than one where he said, like, there's an Asian and a Latina, and he'll talk shit about the Asian and say she's ugly, but there's a Latina who say, oh, look at that spicy Italian, spicy Latin chick or whatever. But Asians are not hot. Latinas are hot, but he hates Shakira. I don't know if you knew this. He really hates Shakira, which I feel is strange because he loves Latin girls. But I think maybe she just has too much money for his liking. I don't know, but he does hate Shakira.
Yeah.
But who doesn't like Shakira?
I don't like her vocal style, but can't say I hate her. But it feels like whenever I hear him saying shit like this about who's attractive, who's not, it feels like this is somebody else's opinion, and he's just like repeating it to seem cool. It doesn't seem like he genuinely thinks that or has some kind of an explanation why. I know you can just say, I don't find them attractive, but talking about it like it's this thing that everybody agreed on, it's kind of weird.
Oh, dude,
I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading into it too much.
Yeah, for some reason he's never liked Asians. I mean, he said it before himself. He didn't like, he's not attracted to Asians, but he does love it. He does love the Latin ladies. That is proven. But yeah, he goes off on weird stuff. Like, he can't say I just don't like something. He has to give you a 30 minutes of explanation of why he doesn't like it. But whatever. Big ups to Duty, who says, in Phil's honor, I would monetize his passing. What can you say? Big ups. Next message. Like some rice in the house.
Hello and big ups. That being said, this is Like Some Rice. I hope you're all doing well. Big shout out to Steve. Hope you're also doing well, sir. I am
Big ups.
hoping the best for you. So I was thinking, guys, we all know that Phil is just crazy, no shocker there.
Mhm.
But I was thinking about something after watching him cry repeatedly during.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Hello and big ups. That being
Got it right
said, this is Like Some Rice. I hope you're all doing well.
My bad.
After watching him cry
Here we go, right here.
repeatedly during Spider-Man,
Yes.
Phil normally has a way of making any serious or mature topic or something with that much grace be very immature, and yet he handled the Spider-Man topic way differently than what I was expecting, mainly because he would have made some sort of scat joke. or he would have done something to make it seem not serious or what have you. So my question is Phil taking a turn for the more adult serious? JK, we know he's not. But I was thinking,
I was gonna
do
say.
we think that Phil has ever had a moment like that playing Spider-Man? Is there a moment you can think of where Phil was playing something that had actual like serious mature themes and he actually took it seriously like intended? Would love to know what you guys think. Big ups, and yeah, as always, love the podcast. Keep it up. Thanks, guys.
Big ups like some rice. And
Hey,
yeah,
thanks, dude.
good question, because usually when anything has emotion, he runs from it using scat jokes or, like, remember, one of my favorite ones is one of those games where it's like, I think it might be Left 4 Dead or one of those kind of games where you got to choose, you just kind of, or Death by Daylight or whatever, where you just got to, you're kind of like a walking simulator, but you got to choose what to do, kind of. It's not like action or anything. And that girl, you have to sew her up. You have to sew the girl's arm up or something, like literally no Novocaine. Walking Dead, thank you. No Novocaine, you just got to sew her up, and it's like a teenager, and she has to sew her own arm up, It feels like, woo, 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 I love pain, like that. But, like, it's really not supposed to be like that, but, like, Phil has to run from that because it's really supposed to be and also, he did the same thing with Snake in the torture scene with the electricity. I love it, that kind of thing. But
I just think when you're drunk, a lot of serious things just become funny, and I just accounted to that.
That could be too.
And yeah, I don't think he can actually, I don't know how to say that, comprehend some complex emotions, so he just tries to run away from it because he doesn't know how to deal with it. Like, you're feeling a certain type of way, it's almost like he skipped puberty to the point where he didn't like develop in that kind of way. I don't fucking know. He's stupid.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's definitely he's not socially at the correct age bracket. Could he be getting there now that he's hit past 40? Maybe, but he definitely has a problem with crying, and he says that's sissy. That is one of his biggest things. When tears come out, he has to say it's sissy. No, I'm just crying like a big sissy or big baby. And because he thinks in his mind that showing emotion is definitely not masculine, right? He definitely has his idea of like what masculine is, and crying is not masculine. Showing emotion is not masculine. I don't know where he got that from, but it's something that's been there for a long fucking time. Is if you show emotion, that's not masculine. That is not masculine. That's bad. You can't do that. And one thing, when we're going through talking about his prom stories, he talks about the alpha males, and they were masculine. He likes to say that. They were really masculine. Phil wasn't, but they were all masculine guys, and he likes to say that. And that means something to him. Masculinity is something that I think he knows he doesn't really have it, but he knows what is not masculine, and he tries to not do those things, even though well-adjusted people with social lives know that it's okay to cry sometimes if something sad happens. It doesn't mean you're less masculine, but... Anyways, that could be true. Like Francisco said, that was a generational thing for men. That could be something he got from his dad or something. Like, don't cry, But that's kind of, I don't know. Who knows?
I think.
Who knows?
I think at the end of the day, if you cry on the internet, somebody's gonna make fun of you, regardless if you're a girl or a guy or a kid. If you cry on the internet and a bunch of people see it, they're gonna laugh at you. There was this guy who was watching like a Star Wars trailer and just like crying because how happy he was. And there was nothing inherently bad with the video. People just clown on him because he put it on the internet.
Yeah, I used that in the fishing short, when Phil gets that big fish. Yeah, that guy like, yeah, that guy flipping out. It's funny. Next message, Joey Rivera, go.
Hey, gentlemen, this is Joey Rivera. It's the first time I do anything like this, but I can't contain myself.
Uh-oh.
First of all, I hope all of y'all are good and big ups, but it's 2:22 in the morning, and I just listened to this motherfucker talk about how half of his inflammation went poop out of his head, and he still found a way to work a fucking begging. And now all I want to know is this the beginning of the cat death arc? Because he supposedly infected her and they're quarantining, and I think it's all a cover to be like, yo, she died. I got 3 big bills with the funeral service and everything else, and it's all just to cover up the fact that she left. I'm interested in getting your thoughts. Big ups, gentlemen, and thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, this dude's from The Sopranos, I think. Very cool call there. Very positive. So is it a cover, though? Is this the cover for Cat's death, the 6 style arc? I don't think so myself. Meerkat, what do you think?
No, but so this is a multi-layered theory, you see, because the sick arc is a cover for the death, which is actually Cat leaving. She's not even dead, but he's gonna use her leaving to pretend she's dead so he can fit in another bill and drain the dents of even more money. Which I'm totally on board for this. I would like to see this happen. That would be a wild story. And I also like when people use messages just to like vent about stuff. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Please, you guys, keep doing it. This is one of my favorite elements of people sending messages is just being like, I'm fucking done with this bitch. I'm sitting here listening to this bullshit. You know, we can relate. You just share it with us.
That's what we're here for. Big ups. We got Super Scuffer in the house next. What's up, Super Scuffer? Got 9 seconds. A short one. Let's see if he's doing a voice. He might be doing a character. You never know. Let's go.
Derish, trick or treat hall. How many kids did he have to grab to get that candy?
Oh. So I don't know if you saw it, Meerkat, but Derek was
I did
parading around his hall. And Derek is, how old is he now? 19 or 21? Oh, he got to college now, right? Yeah, 21, yeah.
Isn't he 22 even? I know he's at least 21.
Oh, man.
And something you left out is he was bragging about that candy to a porn star. He was like, at Mandy XXX, look at all that candy I got.
Come on, man.
And this is all like candy that should have gone to like actual children, like 10 years old and 12 years old. And then you got Derek that's like twice as big as everybody else, just going around trick-or-treating, taking all the kids' fucking candy.
Dude, that's like, we're getting to the point where it's kind of too real, you know? Like when he's going trick-or-treating, man, that's, you do not, like literally you don't want to be around that area. If you see him trick-or-treating, who's he going with? His parents don't give a shit what he does, so maybe he's going himself. I don't know, because he let him get on the internet every fucking day for all day. I don't know, man.
Yeah. While we're on Derek, there was a really good video that dropped on him that's almost like feature-length documentary. This is probably the longest video to ever drop on some like dent specifically.
Oh, big house. Who put it out? Let's get it out. Get the
well, it's the same guy that made the Dark Side of Phil video that was also like an hour something long. I gotta go and fucking find it. I don't know how it was called.
I want to see it for myself. I have not seen it, but I'll definitely want to watch it.
Yeah, I forgot it was like, oh yeah, it was Switch 209 Gaming.
Switch 209
made
Gaming.
2 good videos. Yeah. Why does Phil defend Derek? And I watched only like 20 minutes of this because it's like really long and very robust. I believe robust is the perfect word. Here's the thing.
Yeah, get in there. Watch
Here's the link in chat.
Support Switch 209 Gaming. But yeah, we'll probably never get that answer until Phil is really down. He has to do interviews with us type of people, but you never know.
Oh, I think the way he's gonna address it is pretty simple. He's gonna say, you know, I kept him around even though I knew what he was doing because I knew he had some like mental problems. So I was trying to be accepting and inclusive, but then he crossed the line. You know, whatever he did, and I had to ban him. I guess that's how it's gonna be because it's a very easy way of addressing this.
I wonder. But we got a lot to worry about that. Yeah, Ugly Monster also has a great Derek video. As Anonymous Fish, I see you started that out. Ugly Monster's a great video as well. That was about a while ago now.
Oh yeah,
we've had him on the show since then. But yeah, it's a great one. Yeah, tier list work, get ripped. Tier list work. Next on the voicemail is Key.
Wait, just a second.
Yeah.
Do you know something about the Halloween costume? When are we gonna see that? Because apparently it's like the most expensive he's ever bought, and he got like some kind of a prop that costed a lot of money.
Yeah, I think he's saving it. I think he said like mentioned it could be used in the future, right? Like it could be part of future content. So like Steve, I know on Twitter I saw you say like this could be all because he didn't have a costume ready, or he got the costume and it was shit. So he said like fuck it, I can't do the marathon. What should I do? And then he said like, all right, fuck it, I'll be sick. But who knows? He could save for next time.
That would be a very complex scam then.
Yeah.
That's very interesting because I was really curious about what he's gonna wear because every year he seems to be getting stupider and stupider with these, and he has absolutely no self-awareness. So I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up as fuck and then tries to convince you that it's actually like a pilot.
That's what I hope. Okay, next, let's get Sir Robert Starsky in the house.
Hello.
Yes.
Good day and welcome. I am Sir Robert Starsky, here to bring you the first episode of Raven-isms.
Oh God, Raven-isms.
No,
what is
I'm not
this?
going to do that. That's
Okay,
heartbreaking. What the fuck, man? What in the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Yeah? You got ALT hyping up that blurry potato photo of a fat woman. And then this. You know, I blame it's Steve. Steve of the motherfucking unalived. Come back, yeah? Sort your back out, come back. We need you. You need to be the psychoanalyst of every single fucking tractor. What the fuck is going on? Fucking hell, mate.
I agree. We need Steve back. That's for fucking sure. Steve, come back. Next, Professor Yaffle in the house.
I didn't find this very immersive though. He needs to do the American accent. You can't be British and doing a impersonation, voice only, and just not put in the American accent.
Exactly.
We need that.
Please.
That has to be a thing.
Please. All right.
Step it up, Bob Starsky. You're fucking slacking. I think you're getting too lazy, man. We're gonna have to take control of you. We're gonna have to put a stop to it.
Don't think we won't. All right, big ups to Key in the house. Key.
What's up, everybody? And that being said, long time listener, first time messaging in, and I wanted to comment on DSP's fucking issues with delivery and customer service, businesses and jobs. It's insane that he acts like such a fucking just cut it down. He just acts like such a fucking Karen. It is insane. Asking delivery people to bring in the groceries into his house, even though they're supposed to drop them off on his porch. They're not supposed to bring them in, you know. Sometimes delivery people will do that, like if you're old or, you know, handicapped and you can't really get to the door, that's fine, but they're really not supposed to. Another thing too, from what I understand, he got mad at Amazon because they wouldn't deliver certain prescriptions to the house or certain meds to the house because of how there were painkillers, and a certain type of painkillers they won't deliver through the mail. Even though Phil could have went to a pharmacy and picked them up, he just got mad at Amazon for it. Wallcat was quote unquote suffering. It's just insane. Like, dude. Same thing with their DoorDash as well too. It's like there's always an issue with, oh, they didn't deliver it to the right spot, or they didn't deliver it in time. It's like, dude, then go get it yourself. Shut the fuck up. You cry like oh my God, he is so useless.
Another rant style message there. We're here for it though, Key. We feel you.
Yeah. That's how it works.
I feel for you.
I mean, this is basically like how we did the whole podcast, to just us like bitching about fucking how stupid DSP is.
Exactly.
But I think the general reason why he's crying about all the small things like that is that when you're so deep in your comfort zone, any outside influence that bothers you just a little bit is a big deal, because you don't know how to deal with it because you're in your comfort zone 24/7. And that's why going out of it every once in a while is pretty good.
Yep. He's created quite the life for himself that involves going outside of his house one day a week, but still finds so much to complain about. That's really magical. That's his special power. It's finding things to complain about.
Yeah.
No one else has that gift. But Rito Ryan in the house says, given his past with Asian people, it's not a surprise he hates them. It still doesn't make it right, though. And Reno Ryan is speaking of, they were his biggest obstacle in Street Fighter. He could never quite make it past the old Tokido. And so, yeah, maybe that's why he hates them.
Does he hate them because they're better than him? That's a really bad way to be racist. Like, what? Why would you be racist about that? You hate a whole race just because the individuals from that race beat the fuck out of you and they're better than you? That says just insecurity to me.
And also, Sir, don't forget Sir Ha is also Asian.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Obvious.
Yeah, but really, I think on those forums that we've read, they are the boogeyman. Japanese players are this separate thing that they all have unfair advantages. They're so much better than us. We need to work hard as them. And it's like, he doesn't say they're good, though. They're just good because they practice more than us. They care about it more than us. It's all about how they're just different than us. That's why they're better than us. Not because they are actually better, just they practice more than us, blah, 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 all the usual nonsense. I do want to read a quote for you real quick, which came from that same era I'm talking about now. That quote is from last week's Density Scrolls. Let me get it up for you here. The quote is from DSP, written in March of 2007 here. These is, again, the words of DSP, not the words of ALT Insider or That Being Said. They are, Phil is talking about a tournament that's coming up. And he says this: "Are you ready? I will be. I'm just worried that some random Jap is going to be going home with 2K. That's how much the prize money was. But after back-to-back losses to Tokido, I'll be damned if I let that happen again. So call me Godzilla, because I stomp on Japs."
Bruh.
25
This is the kind of shit like a World War II veteran would say, not a fucking fighting game player. What the fuck, dude?
2005, guys. 2005.
Oh, man.
That was Philip Burnell, 25 years old. The world was WWF for him, and that is it. Next call, Dorkasaurus Rex.
Yo, guys, big fan of the podcast. Thanks for keeping us up to date on the antics of this bizarre alien freak man-child pig brooch. I have a really simple question. When do you think it crosses the line from just watching for enjoyment into full-on A-logging, you know, like Fred Fuck style, like Sons of Kojima, like really disastrous for both the viewer and the person type of behavior? Like, where is the line, and how do you avoid crossing it, and are you guys conscious of that? Thanks.
That's a
Peace
good
out.
question. Good question. So what's the line, Meerkat, from being a enjoyer to a lagger?
It's a really interesting question. I think I need to think a little bit more about it, because if you would say doing something that would hurt him in real life, or that would have negative consequences for him personally,
yeah,
then I guess what most detractors are doing, it's kind of that, because they ruin his image, and his image is tightly connected to his business. Therefore, less people are attracted to his business. So it's really weird. I guess it's different for everybody, and you get to define it for yourself.
That's the best answer, yeah.
I guess so. And you're, in the end of the day, you're responsible for your own actions. And especially on the internet, people can't really tell you what to do. So you also have the ability to, you know, take those actions without anybody actually stopping you. So it just comes out, it just comes down to your own personal definition of what that means, and what you're willing to do, and what kind of consequences you're willing to face for that.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, for me, it's like, as long as you're treating it like a TV show, then you're fine, right? That's what my personal line is. Duty says his line, don't break the law. That's a line too, right? It could be, what's your line? Everyone has their own fucking line, you know? And I just think, like, if you're treating it like a TV show, where that's how what it is to me, is really just TV show. And people, you know, let's talk about the smallest fucking detail from episode 2 of season 3 of Game of Thrones and see what that means, you know? And that's kind of how I treat it. That's how I treat my show, is more about the smallest shit details about what does that mean, you know? But of course, everyone can fucking decide for themselves what that is. What's your line? If you watch people that cross the line, if you don't watch people that cross your own personal line, it's all up to you. So yeah, that's
this the TV show point reminded me of a video I watched on Instagram a couple of days ago about some people that watch The Bachelor they're so dedicated to it. They have their own way of grading how a scene would go. So you have like something that is like a conflict starter, for example, and they write it all in like Excel sheets. Like these people are massive fans. They like break down the whole show to a level that you wouldn't even imagine is possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, something like this exists for pretty much anything you can think of.
Everything. Like I used to like Survivor. I used to love the fucking show Survivor like years ago. And there's like, you know,
I still do, man.
Yeah, Survivor's fucking hype. And there's people that like analyze every fucking decision, and they go through like decision trees of like, all right, it's season 2, this person talked to Billy, and if that didn't happen, and that I used to love that shit. And it's just different outlet for that kind of part of my brain in this way. It's just take anything is interesting if you go deep enough. And that's really something I follow in my life, is everything on fucking earth is interesting if you go deep enough. You know, but
yeah. That's
what's cool about it. Bill Brasky in the house. Let's go.
Hey, all. Just curious. Have you ever punched a bee with your back?
Ooh, good question. Have you ever punched a bee? Let me think about this. Now, I have punched a bee with my hand, but never with my back. Meerkat, have you ever punched a bee with your back?
Not with my back, no. I don't think my back is like really all that fitting. I guess I could with my ass if I was like twerking and a bee came close and it hit my ass cheeks and died. I guess that's the closest you could get. But I did like to punch wasps because I fucking hate wasps. They're worthless creatures. I wish death to all of them, and I'm not afraid to say it. And I punch them every opportunity I get. I actually slap them because it's actually easier to, you know.
Damn.
There you go.
All right.
Wasps, I'm coming for you. You motherfucker, piece of shit cocksucker. I know who the fuck you are. I'm taking control, and I'm putting my foot down on your corpse, and you will be dead.
I'm taking control.
This is my statement towards all of the wasps that actually exist.
Get ready. I'm coming for you. Yuri the Russian, not Yuri the Russian.
Hello, That Being Said podcast. It's your boy, not Yuri. I have a question. Have you guys ever thought about getting Memology 101 onto the podcast?
Yes.
Because I remember a while back, there was a story he told on a different podcast. It might have been with Mudahar or who else did we get on? Or Friday Night Tights, about why he didn't like DSP.
Did he say Friday Night Tights? I love that name.
Friday Night Tights.
Yeah, like I guess the wrestling. That's what I thought, but I think he said Friday Night Tights. I was like, that's a hype name. I'm gonna steal that. But let me hear it again.
Because DSP recently brought it up when his internet wasn't working, that he thought somebody at Comcast was fucking with his internet. And the thing is, Memology used to do that when he worked for Comcast years ago. He would just fuck with DSP's internet, but he'd do the whole call and let them know that there might be maintenance and his internet might be down. But DSP would ignore it because he ignored all phone calls. But yeah, DSP is just kind of like looking for any excuse now for drama, even if it's years out of date, and blowing it up to giant proportions. But yeah, back to the first question. If y'all thought about getting Memology on as a guest, thanks.
If memory serves, we have, and we did reach out, but didn't get an answer back. I think I can't remember.
Yeah. I guess I think that was me. I couldn't find the actual way to reach out to him, so I just left the comment. He might have not seen it, and also he might just not want to come on, which is perfectly fine.
Yep.
If he wants to, if this gets to him, he wants to come on, have a chat, that's cool. In Friday Night Fights, by the way, it's Friday Night Tights is a podcast by Nerdrotic, pop culture comic book podcast channel.
Damn. Excuse me. There we go. And yeah. So there was some lore about Memology literally worked at Comcast and literally did cut off his service or something. Like, I think that's true, but this is many years ago. So that's probably why Phil did say detractors cutting off his internet when he was talking about all the bad shit that happened to him, because it did happen in the past, I believe. But I think we're talking many, many years ago, I believe. But anyways, I'm not sure if that's. The person I want to get on the show most is Poems Mystery, and the only reason they're not coming on is because they literally don't want to do anything with voice. They would love to do him on the show, but they're just not going to do it. So that's kind of like, I wish I could get him on the show now. That's my number one, like, wish we could interview, but sadly it's not going to happen.
You know what? We can go around that by making like me and Bob Starsky did for Raccoon Eyes 3. We can make like an AI voice model of him and just make him sound like DSP or anybody else, really.
That'd be hype.
You can just fake it.
Okay, there we go.
Do
So
a
Duty streams-
pre-recorded show.
Yeah, please.
You
I
know?
would love it, man. That's one person I want to just get some Poems Future. Yeah, Poems Future. Excuse me. I always say Poems Mystery, but I just want to learn like what are they like. You know, I have no idea. They constantly posting, and they're posting not like just. They don't just give the news; they give their takes, and they're always kind of like, "Yep, that's a good take. Yep, that's a good take." It just makes sense, you know. Duty is updating me saying he worked there but never touched Phil's account. Okay, thank you. I thought I heard that he did, but thanks for clearing up the slander. Do not want to say anything slanderous here. John McClane in the house. Let's go.
Hey guys, last one again. So, after this whole thing, when Phil was on break, I actually decided to break open my old college textbook.
Oh shit, my bad. Here we go. Sorry, I keep being an asshole. Refreshing.
Textbooks, especially my cognitive psychology textbooks. And Phil needs to be studied. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He needs to be studied. Not only is he extremely high on cultural narcissism, well, as a narcissist, yes, he, you know, it should be, but cognitively, like his levels of cognitive, not just cognitive dissonance, but also he scores extremely high on low cognitive ability. And that's just a fancy way of saying someone's stupid. So just FYI. And I just want to kind of fill you guys in with that information. So, yeah. And also ALT, as an old man myself, just got my AARP card in the mail, and I'm looking forward to those discounts, baby.
I don't know what that means. I don't
All right,
know what that
guys.
means.
Big ups. Catch you later.
Okay. I don't know what AARP means. Thank you, sir, for that call, but no slander, please. Anyways, yes, Phil is not the smartest, not the sharpest tool in the shed, for sure. I think we all know that. But thanks for
I
the
do
call.
agree. He should definitely be studied by somebody somewhere, or at least in the. I think he's a really good case study at like parasocial relations because he also buys into that relation. While usually the streamer is the one who has the most power, he really buys into the. You know, he is also a part of that parasocial. So it's bad for both sides. It's not just bad for the fans who get used. It's bad for him for thinking that they care so much about him that they're going to support his lifestyle until the end of his life.
So we'll see. We'll see. We're far away from what's going to I want to see how he's going to start talking when like things really start going downhill. Is he anyways, it's not worth talking about now. Rups in the house. Rups, let's go.
Hello, that being said. Rups here, tuning in from a down under style country.
Oh, down under.
So, DSP is a bit of an odd duck, but what would you say is his most alien or inhuman behavior?
Ooh.
Is it his manner of speech, body language, the way he talks about women, the way he responds to certain content, the nail biting? Anyway, big ups to you all, and best wishes to Steve of the Dead, of course.
So Phil's most alien behavior. I'm making a Q&A with that, so good luck with that. Get in there, but we can still answer it first. What's the most alien behavior? I would say it is his inability to, not that alien, but it is how he does it. He can't not be doing something, whether it be with his body, the swaying, now that's back related, but then when he is also doing the sway, he has to be picking something. There has to be movement happening in his body, and it's not just like doing little like shakes. It's like he has to be, gardening his body in some way. He has to be grooming in some way, and I think that's probably the most alien thing. That's what I think. And Steve said the swaying isn't back
that's
related.
a good
So
one.
there you go. But that's what I think.
Yeah, I would say, because to my mind come two things. First of all is the bulging eyes and just like looking around the room, especially when it comes to money. There's something really terrifying in the room with him. There's like the money creature, and he keeps constantly like looking at him. It's like, whoa, it's so terrifying. It's so crazy with these like small, like almost fish looking eyes that have nothing behind them. It's wild. Second thing is the absolutely irrational, abnormal response to any kind of intimacy or sexual content, even if it doesn't have to do with sex. Like people just making out, kissing, stuff like that. He thinks it's like cringe, and he has a like almost a repulsed reaction, like he's scared of it or doesn't understand it, or it's like there's something in his mind that tells him that that's bad, or at least it's making him feel bad. So that's really weird to me. Because like even if you're a guy who doesn't get laid a lot, you don't have luck with women or something, you don't have such an extreme reaction. You might get some kind of a reaction. You might get insecure about your ability to like hook up with a girl or like be romantic, but he's like super flinching. There's like a radical effect that happens when he sees it. Unless it's actually naked guys. If it's naked guys, we're partying.
Oh,
it's
God.
awesome. It's like the best thing.
Party time on. It's like you ever watch a movie with your parents when you were younger, and like naked chick comes on, and you kind of, it's really uncomfortable because like you want to look, but you don't want your parents to see you looking. But Phil is like always like that, you know, like when I'm alone, I'm not like that. When my parents are in the room, I am. But Phil acts like it's always like that. Like there's always mommy is watching, and I can't like this because that's bad, I guess. I think it's really from what his parents or what Linda kind of instilled in him, I guess. Like, but he used to, though, before Cat, though, he would, instead of running away how he does now, saying it's gross, he would go over the top jokes to kind of escape it. But it's still escaping it in some way, you know? So
it's like overcompensating.
Yeah. Like overdoing it to the key. Hey guys, I really love boobs. I love them.
Yeah.
I love touching those bags of sand. Yes, you know.
You know what? There's this so a couple of years ago, my girlfriend at the time, she had a friend that she knew for a fact was gay.
Yeah.
But he was closeted still, so he wasn't very upfront with it. So we go visit his place to like hang out, see what he's up to. And we start watching like a Nicki Minaj music video. And this dude doesn't shut the fuck up about how hot she is, how much he wants to have sex, and what he's gonna do to her. And it's like the most obvious fucking gay dude thing ever to like compensate to this degree when you're just like trying to convince everybody how fucking horny for Nicki Minaj you are. It was great. And I knew for a fact that dude is gay because he had told my girlfriend that he was gay. So yeah, just food for thought. It's just an anecdote. It's a thing that happened to me. I'm just sharing.
It's like you see, like, yep, that's totally heterosexual.
Yeah,
I enjoy this. Oh, that's a hot lady. I love this. Yeah, I totally
the thing is also
watching
that
this. Go ahead.
The gay dudes love Nicki Minaj, just not in that way. They just love the music, you know. They just love the vibes. They like how fashionable she is. But he was like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna like fuck the shit out of her. She's not gonna be able to walk the next day. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm 100%. You're gonna do that all the time.
I think that's a Saturday Night Live skit, by the way, where they're like, if you're gay and you need help proving to other people you're not gay, you know, buy our like bumper stickers. And it's like, boobs, we love them, right? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing. Boobs are awesome, right? Yeah, that's it, you know. Anyways, or you're like, only heterosexuals could understand how awesome naked girls look. We do, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
All right, Phil smokes crack in the house next. Come on, Phil smokes crack. What's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? Long-time listener, first-time caller. More of a comment-style question here, but I don't think people give the Quartering interview enough credit in the DSP lore. Not because it was a good interview, it was dog shit, but because it really tricked Phil into thinking he could actually have an interview with another human being without getting absolutely roasted. I really don't think the Side Scrollers interview happens without the Quartering interview. And let's be honest, the Side Scrollers interview has been the most interesting thing to happen around Phil since his bankruptcy.
Well, that's true. So did the Quartering interview pave the way to this happening? That's a good thought. It's a good thought experiment. Yeah.
It was a good point. And he felt confident enough to go on that interview and just say what's on his mind. He literally told people, if I feel like I need money, I know I can just make a fundraiser and people are going to help me out. He also said, I was going to show him Jasper anyways. I just wanted to get some money out of him first.
Yeah, so where'd the load go?
Yeah, I guess in retrospect, having the real interview happen, that one didn't seem that bad. But if that was the only interview he had ever done in his modern history, that would be terrible. because it's like genuinely a shitty interview.
That's worth going into one day too on the WPIG. Is what made him do this out of the blue? Was it just quartering, saying, "Hey, I want to do an interview"? Was that all it took? And Phil obviously thought quartering was big enough to warrant this interview. Because why did that even happen? You know, like it's just kind of out of nowhere. But what led to him actually doing it? What was he talking about every fucking day like he was before the Side Scrolls interview? I don't even know. So that's worth going.
I think actually DSP was the smarter one, because what he got was somebody with a big audience exposing their audience to him, and DSP realized that the quartering knows literally nothing about him. So he was just sitting there telling him his fucking life story, and Jeremy was like, you know, picking his fucking nails, be like, "Oh yeah, okay. So, yeah, okay, next question." And we just like that was the whole thing.
Yeah. Quartering did the worst job of all time on the interview. Like you said, he'll answer a question. We're like, all right, clearly there's a follow-up question here, brother. Clearly there's a follow-up question. And then the quartering will be like, okay, so anyways, back about the cat. Like, oh, come on, man. Are you even listening? It's like he's not even listening to the answers, you know? It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But, you know, anyway.
Oh, and when he brought up the cat thing, he was like, oh, well, apparently there's like something going on with your cat. Can you tell me what that is? And at that same point, he might have well just been like playing Candy Crush on his fucking phone, because that dude didn't give a fuck. He just wanted to have DSP on his show as a flex, to say that he had an interview with a lol cow.
Yep.
None of anything else actually mattered.
Mm-hmm. You all right about that? All right, Dragon Zero in the house. We're coming up toward the end of the show. We're going to get to your Q&A. If you haven't put your answer in the Q&A, go ahead. We'll read them today. A few more messages here. Dragon Zero in the house.
Hey, that being said, podcast. First of all, just wanted to say thank you to you guys for putting out entertaining content every week. Thank you so much. And Steve, I hope you get better soon. The question that I have for you is regarding something that the community has alluded in the past, and is that DSP is going to get desperate when the whales bailed out, and he's not going to get that much income as he used to. And I think this is going to be happening eventually at some point. Like I said, he will get desperate, and he will try to like do things for keep himself relevant. And the question that I have for you is that if the show is still ongoing, and if he ever decides to, you know, be featured on the podcast, what will be the format of that show? Like, I'm talking about like the questions that you guys will like to bring up, his comment on certain topics, and the caveat here is that he cannot like hang up or leave, because I think like that will like just make himself look like a pussy. But what exactly is like your thoughts on that, guys? Like, what specifically you would like to talk to about him? Like, can be WWE champions, you know, bank leaks. I would like to get your thoughts on like how the show will run, and like what topics you guys will bring up.
How would we do that? Well,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think,
I kind of don't want to answer.
First of all, the question is, would we want to have him on? Wouldn't it be more of an insult to him if we just say, no, go fuck yourself? We don't even want to talk to you. We know everything you're going to say anyways, so go fuck yourself. We're just going to talk shit.
That's true. That's true.
I would guess first we might discuss like the give him enough rope and he's going to hang himself approach, when we just let the softballs fly for a little bit until he gets like comfortable. Then we like significantly start tiding the news gradually and starting to be a little more hot, a little bit, you know, more intense. And before he knows it, we're asking about stuff that is very concrete. It has ways to disprove.
Yep.
And he's fucking caught. But at the end of the day, I don't think that's ever going to happen, but it's an interesting hypothetical to think about.
I think I'm not saying it's going to be us, but I think there will be a detractor to DSP interview someday in the future. It could be many years from now. When Phil's that desperate, he'll do it. For like a sub goal or something, he would do it. And I can tell you what, if it was this show, I'd be prepared as possible. I'd have a few people on that fucking Discord ready for DMs of shit like the follow-up to the follow-up to the follow-up. We would not miss with this one. I would take that job very seriously. But yeah, like Meerkat said, of course, we go through the whole history. Tell us about the decision you made to get videos out there. What made you decide to put videos out there on the internet? Not a lot of people doing that. What gave you the foresight to do that? and then that's an hour later. We get to our next question, and then, warm it up. And then I'm not even asking about WB champions directly. I'm not saying, do you play? I mean, that's irrelevant, right? That's not the question I want to ask. Is I would get more direct with, why do you spend that much on WB champions? I'm not giving him a chance to say he didn't. And then if he said he didn't, then we'd say, well, this, blah, blah. It obviously is you, whatever. But anyways, it's a funny thought experiment, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. And I think if he does another interview, it's going to be with one of his very dedicated fans, much like that one that he did with Jake James Lugo, that super popular YouTube channel 5 people have heard about. Yes. And he did like a special interview for that guy's Patreon.
Yes.
Apparently, I'm really confused, and it's a really shit interview. I don't recommend anybody look it up. It's really fucking boring.
Yeah, I was going to listen to that on the plunge, but it's too boring, guys. I can give you a link for it if you want it, but it's just very boring and not cool. So there we go. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. I mean, I promise it was like funny. We play it, but it's not even funny. It's just like, it's not even worth your time. Let's do one more message in the house. Professor Yaffle. Let's go.
Big ups, everyone. Now, I've mentioned this on Twitter, and I think it's strange that last week Phil randomly chose for the first time ever to pre-schedule his streams. This is despite people in the chat saying it'd be spam in their subscription feeds. And of course, these concerns were ignored because he'd already decided to do it. Anyway, that allows people to super chat even when he doesn't turn up to work. People have been talking in these scheduled stream chats, and you can almost guarantee some of them will have donated. It's almost as if it was planning to have this week off all along. I'm Team Divorce, and I think it's Cat's Gone Depression Recovery Week. Alternative theory for people who aren't on Team Divorce, we all know that Phil makes more money and probably has more money saved than he leads us all to believe. Has he taken Cat on holiday to try and save the broken marriage while telling everyone that he's lying ill, dying in the snort fort? Because we all know that the real reason he never goes away is because he's paranoid that the detractors will come and raid his house while he's gone. Anyway, thanks for doing what you're doing. You're all great. Let me know your thoughts.
I love your enthusiasm here with your theories, of course. This happened before we know that what you said was legitimately true. He put that stream up there in hopes that people would still super chat. He didn't know, though, you cannot gift if you're not live. That is true. So he thought you could gift, but apparently you cannot gift if you're not live. So, yeah, that's true. I don't believe Phil has an extra cent in his bank account, though. That I don't believe at all. We know how much he spends on WB Champions. You can see it. Got to get those zombie wrestlers, right? You got to pay for those somehow, guys. They're not free anymore. Come on. But yeah, so I think he's sick, by the way, too.
Yeah, just
for that.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, I think he's sick. I think pretty much everything is about as he says it. Maybe with a little bit of exaggeration to make it all look like it's the end of the world, so people are more sympathetic towards him. But there you go. And on the publishing your streams and the broadcast thing, I would say like 6 hours is the best way to stream it, the best way to publish the broadcast, like 6 hours before. So by the time it goes live, it's not too far down the sub box, and it hasn't been there for long enough to like annoy people. You got plenty of time to notify people that you're gonna stream, and they can smash the reminder or whatever it is.
Yep.
So there you go. I think making it like days in advance is bad.
Yeah, it's just annoying because like I'm not gonna remember that when it comes back. So like I wish that wasn't there actually now because I'm not gonna remember that. But anyways, let's get to our question Q&A. What is Philip's most alien behavior? And I'll read a few here. Saying human and earthly. That's a good one. He does say human when he don't need to, like Human Moon, the classic. Referring to people as logical human beings. That's true too. True. His eating. His, oh God, Battery Exhausted says abducting. Okay, abducting. Sure, you're talking about Panda there. He literally says alien-style things, a.k.a. the Human Moon. Yeah. Adjusting his human suit. His food mating rituals. Agree. The way he explains normal everyday things, like he's the first person to ever experience it. That's a great one too. He's explaining it to his kind. His water bottle crunching phase, right into the mic for maximum annoyance. His frequent use of human. There we go. So a lot of people saying that one. Throat clearing, schedule obsession, looking at the sky whenever he thinks of a lie. That's a good one. He does do that. Comically absurd levels of cognitive dissonance. Yes. Schedule obsession, complete lack of intimacy, a complete lack of understanding of the most simple concepts in games, lack of intimacy, ability. Anonymous Fish here with a deep cut. His ability to jerk off and be caught multiple times, move on, and continue to move on like nothing happened. And yes,
hey, some would say that's a compliment.
Yeah, hey. And someone said on Dead Sea Scrolls yesterday, Meerkat, we have uncovered what could be another incident. We haven't covered. There was one. So there was an incident that happened on a hotel during a fighting game tournament that Phil was caught, walked in on by Jamie Austin, and Phil was caught jerking off then. He admits to it in the forums. Yeah. That's real. Yesterday, someone mentions something happening at Phil's house where someone walked in and caught him jerking off. So I don't know if that could be misremembering, but it could be a third incident. You've heard of 3-pronged plans. Have you heard of 3 incidents, motherfuckers? We don't know. That's just, who knows?
How many times do you gotta get caught jerking off until you stop jerking off when there's people around? Just wait for everybody to leave. Lock the door. Turn the fucking blinds on. God damn it. Stop jerking off. Jerk off in the bathroom or something. How are you gonna get caught 3 times?
Come on, man. You can't do it third time. The second time's your fault. The first time, all right, I'll give you that. The second time, the third time, come on. Kiwi Merchant says his fascination of incest. Bringing up his mom all the time. The snorting, agree. Pretending, okay, I'm not saying that one. That's a banned word. We don't say that word here. We love equine-style animals, but come on. The ears moving up and down, okay. The lip thing. Constant retconning. Calling a headache, brain swelling, and waddling will round out our top tier. But that will do it for this week, guys. That was really fun. Super robust episode. It was fun chilling with you, catching up. We should be back to normal next week, but obviously we'll let you know. We definitely will get to the fanfic competition. Don't worry. It's going to be hype. That's for sure. Any other, Meerkat, are you streaming today? Any streams planned? Let everybody know. Come on.
I don't think so today. Okay. I think not. But I got to do something soon to catch up on all that stuff because there's a lot of funny stuff, and I want to watch that on stream. Also, I think we made it almost 3 hours today, which is probably the longest we've ever done, and it's just the 2 of us. Hey. So big ups ALT for that. That was I would say it was a really fun episode.
Yeah, definitely. Really fun, really robust, very smooth. You're all legends. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for your robust contributions as well. Make sure I didn't miss any before I say bye. Utterly Insane in the house says he hasn't forward scheduled from when he came back. Oh, yeah. He hasn't scheduled in advance since he came back. You're right about that. So there we go. Anyways, sorry about that. You're all legends. Thanks so much for contributions. They are very meaningful to us. I promise you that. They are meaningful. And you're fucking legends. Bye.
I've already tried to talk to him like millions of times. You know he's not going to change. He's going to be the same asshole that he's always been.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear. There's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi
like you were a queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me, and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like, I'm happy with who I am. Thank you all very much for the engagement today. I appreciate it. That wasn't a very good one. It kind of sucked, I'm not going to lie.